one day for like maybe a Halloween stream. If I get off my lazy ass, I'll try cosplay as Kizaru. Like,
yeah, that would be something, that's for sure. Well,
if not, I'll just do the linger since that's the most easiest.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're ready, we can get it spinning.
Ow! Fuck.
Well, I'll take that as a yes, even though that's not a good sign to say yes. Anyway, we're back for 187. Welcome back. So we were messing around with the RTX voice. That's where we were kind of scrambling. But anyway, we'll have it, I guess, running with Zawa's mic. So if we don't hear any AC noise, that means it's working, right? So there you go.
Until we hear like a big ass boom in the background.
I know.
We'll just blame it on the fireworks.
Hold on. Let me just give me a second here. Okay, here we go.
It's his turn to fix.
Well, I was turning you up actually.
But it does work with excellent Streamlabs.
Oh, I can. Hold on. Let me
However,
mute your stream because I can hear it.
Oh wait, I forgot that you are on
You're
the stream.
still screen sharing.
Oh, that would have been a very awkward situation if something popped up and you'd be like, Sawa. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the audio was going through too, so. Anyway, so we were messing with RTX voice, and hopefully that's working for Zawa, so. That would be pretty handy. I can hear the dog, which surprisingly. Was your dog? Or. That sounded like a dog whining. What is? Oh, is that birds? Is that birds?
Bird.
Like, because I heard like a squeak for a second, like, like a dog whining almost.
That?
Not that squeak. It was like a.
Okay, then I.
Okay, whatever.
That might be birds.
Okay, that's like the birds. Okay, there you go. Well, that's weird. It picks up bird noises and like some of your chair squeaking or whatever. Whatever that's squeaking. That's weird. I guess it registers as no. Well, RTX is supposed to learn over time of what's noise and what's your voice. That's why it's not perfect, of course. So yeah. Anyway, but I think that's every time you turn on and off and stuff like that. So it'll have to like start over again. But anyway. That's all AI technology bullshit. So anyway, hope everyone's been doing good. I know there was Mother's Day this past week, so hopefully everyone had a nice Mother's Day and so all that stuff in between. And funny enough, there was something that happened during Mother's Day weekend pertaining to Xbox people, but we'll get to that later today in this news. For the 187th episode of the Hypecast with yours truly, Sean, as always, with Zawa, who is using RTX voice and hopefully works. So.
And I think I was using the wrong one.
I guess, right? Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But anyway.
Damn technology.
Yeah. So as you can briefly see, we had also the Warner Brothers fighting game. Just on the docket already because there is footage. There's actually more footage of the game, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, we actually have some stuff to talk about for fighting games. A little bit of it's like scrambled, but we have stuff to talk about no less, including the sort of the Fei Long situation, which I would like to kind of go over for us. And we have some Gotham Knights news, and then
I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a gap. Hold on, let me see. Where's a good spot for it? I'll just put it right here. What was it called? It's like Starfall, Star or something. It was I'll just put Bethesda because it was a delay. Bethesda, yeah. So there was a delay for that one game that has stars in it. So anyway, we'll get to that. So yeah, let's get straight to the news today and give it a whirl, shall we? So, yeah, woo! Okay, so combo breaker news. So I guess the registration is over because they have these numbers right here, and as you can see, a little different from in comparison to Evo, a little close-ish, but no less though. Guilty Gear Strive is actually first with 1,061 registrations or players, and KOF 15 is at second place with 662 or 621, excuse me. And number 3 is actually Tekken 7, which is kind of surprising. So 560, and then Street Fighter 5 is number 4 at 440 players, and then actually, surprisingly, well, actually, right after that is Smash Ultimate with 388. But after that one, surprisingly, is actually Blaze Blue Central Fiction, I believe that is. And that one has 267 players in there. All the way down to Dragon Ball Fighters. That's like, it's kind of hard to read, but what is that? What is that, number 6, right? Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. Around there, around 9. Has 230 players. Right after that is Grand Blue Versus 191, Uniclear 190. So they're literally one player off from, you know, that's just kind of funny. MK11 154 players. UMVC3 still going strong with the nice decent 131. Right after that is KI with 117. And then we have some Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl people with 54, just 54 people. And then funny enough, I think BRX is Bloody Roar. So with 39 players. And that and then Skullgirl is 44, actually beating UMVC3 by around 13 players, funny enough. And right above that is Third Strike. Man, what's these numbers are really interesting. Third Strike with 2 more players, 146. So that's actually pretty funny. Pretty interesting numbers all around. Kind of shows you where those games are, I guess, when it comes to Combo Breaker. Anything to say about this when it comes to Combo Breaker?
I am really surprised that, what was it? Not the Dragon Ball Fighters is low.
Yeah.
In the list.
Yeah, I mean, even Blaze Blue Central Fiction of all things is beating Fighters.
It's beating it.
Yeah, and
I can understand Marvel.
Yeah.
And KI being low because, you know, a lot of the good players, you know, jump to other games.
True.
Now, my big question is for the Smash Brothers pool. How many of them are going to actually have deodorant?
Well, I mean, funny you brought that up because it is like extra news here, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive, the competitive scene for Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually has a rule that bans people that don't have proper hygiene. So that could be a thing at one point. At some point, they got, you know, that people got to take care of themselves, man. I mean, it's for the better anyway, right? Because you're clean, you know, you're not gonna bother anyone, right? And then yeah, you know, it's proper hygiene. It's kind of important, right? So it's a win-win situation for everyone, pretty much, including yourself. So I mean, I think it's just funny. I mean, that Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all things are pretty strict about personal hygiene. So maybe that will carry over to other competitive stuff. Including Smash Brothers of all things. I mean, while it is a stereotype, it is based off of some things real, right? I mean, there have been stories of, you know, individuals from the FGC going over to the Smash group and they get a big waft of of that group, and yeah, you know, they come out with those sort of stories. So that's why it's while it is a stereotype for the most part, it's still around for a reason. You know, people still say that for a reason. So yeah, I mean, but point being though, Yu-Gi-Oh, of all things, in their competitive scene has an actual rule written in their thing that bans smelly people essentially. So I think it's so hilarious. Did you learn about
you
that?
smell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much the rule. It's like if you smell, you're out.
Yeah, like how do you get out of that, right? Like if you're in that situation where, you know, you do smell bad, like will a big thing of Axe be enough? Like you know, like
I know. I just want to see like, you know,
oh,
you're
shit.
playing. Yeah, you're getting. It's like a match that's being very
it's high intense.
yeah, intense, and you're like, you know, that one sweat drop, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he smells!"
Yeah,
Like, you see the whole room to doing this.
with Axe. Oh my god, it'll smell like a high
You
school
just see like
locker.
Like yeah, the high school lock. Holy crap! Don't remind me of that. The class before me, like all you hear was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah, I know. They
Or
have...
you know, like
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
there's that one idiot that it's not the nozzle's not pointing at him. It's like off. So when he sprays, it goes into your face, and you're like,
oh my god.
like
People have, I mean, people, it's funny, like people fucked around with like the lighters, right? So they have the Axe can and lighter. You know what happens, right? Have a little mini flamethrower.
Funny you said that. It was our fucking teacher that did that. He's like, I don't want to see you guys doing this.
Especially when you hold it for too long. You know what happens.
And I'm like, good job, sir. Now everyone's gonna fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds later. Like,
yeah. Anyway.
This is why we're gonna fucking die, kids.
Yeah. Humanity will be its own worst enemy. Very much. But anyway. That is the gist of it, right? I mean,
Yep.
of that part, of that tangent, and then back to here. Yeah, you know, it is pretty interesting to see certain games beating others, right? If you look at the bottom here, though, they have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cross Justice League, which was a very old, crappy fighting game, but it's in there nonetheless. Anything else worth bringing up? I think TFH is them fighting herds. I think that's what it is. With 66 players, and then Soul Calibur 6 94. Yeah, could be higher for a game like that, but you know, it's kind of niche in comparison to something like Tekken 7. It's done a lot better in those sort of performances. Although you know, preferably, I mean, I would like to see Soul Calibur 6 higher up, but you know, it is what it is and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Soul Calibur 6. It might have been the reverse edge thing, but I think it's a lot more things than that. I think there's a lot more to it than that. But anyway, there it is for Combo Breaker. I think it's pretty close. No, well, numbers is very different because Evo is like bigger, so yeah, you know, you have to understand that. But in terms of placement, it's pretty consistent. It's, you know, Guilty Gear Strive, KOF 15. Tekken 7 and Street Fighter, so they're like pretty much neck and neck kind of with each other. But in this case though, Strive is pretty like up ahead by 400 players, so from the second place game. But hey, KOF 15 is the second place game, so that's actually really cool to see, beating Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5. So that's actually pretty cool, all things considered. So so that's pretty nice. All right, so I think that's pretty much it from me. I mean, if you have anything else to add, I think we can definitely move on from there. All right, so
Yep, let's go.
Oh, so forgot to click on this one. It's like a bonus bit for this little bit before we actually move on. So this is an online tournament, and this is what it looks like right now with the current Guilty Gear Strive. So this is the top 8 for an online tournament, just like a random online tournament called Bonus Round Online. It's a weekly tournament, and kind of see what it looks like. There's a lot of Soul Bad Guys, despite the nerfs that Soul Bad Guy has gone through. There's a lot of Soul Bad Guy, but it's cool to see Potemkin and Biken in there. But otherwise, the first person in first place for this one is, well, Ramathal or Ram, which Ram has actually been kind of to me like a top character, been sort of material. I mean, I think she was a kind of, I want to say underrated, but kind of flew under the radar, sort of, you know. Everyone's talking about Leo and Saul and, you know, of course Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos is pretty disgusting, but Ram is up there for me too. So sorry, what were you saying?
I was like, yeah, with as you listing off, like we see a lot, and then all of a sudden she just pops up going like, "Hi,
you forget about me?"
She's like, I mean, is it enough? Is the ban week lifted from people who didn't watch Moon Knight yet?
Moonlight? What?
Moon Knight.
Oh, Moon Knight.
Is the ban lifted?
I don't know. It's still pretty new, so I don't know.
Because to me, Ram is like that one Egyptian god that we see in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Just pops up. It's like, oh god, where did you come from? But this little picture of seeing like what people are playing is kind of worrying me.
I know, right? Now, granted, this is a weekly, so there's not as many people, but it's still kind of funny to see that many souls in top 8. So,
I mean, at least we're happy. We're happy that there is a Potemkin.
Yeah, Potemkin. Yeah, you're right. Just one, you know. But it's
on there is really like.
I'm actually kind of surprised. Yeah, I haven't heard too much about Biken, but hey, I mean, you know, obviously that player is really good with Biken, so that does say something too. But I think it's just so funny that second, third, and fourth place is Soul Bad Guy, and then the 2 people in 7th place are, well, Soul Bad Guy also. So I mean, it's like almost like a Soul Bad Guy sandwich, and then of course the Ram player DKB, or I guess Broadass Dylan, and maybe on Twitter, is the one Ram player avoiding the Soul Bad Guy sandwich. So yeah, as of course being number 1 in this bracket. So yeah, but you know, go ahead.
I'm like, I'm glad it's not like all Soul.
Yeah, I know, or mostly Soul, like 95% Soul or something, and then you have the one Potemkin player like in the sandwich. There's someone with him in the sandwich at least, which is Biken. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it could also mean that Happy Chaos is being figured out, and people know how to fight Happy Chaos, at least in the top 16 or whatever. Anyway, so that could be a good sign, because Happy Chaos, from what I was hearing anyway, sounded pretty disgusting, and potentially would have been taking a lot of top brackets. But in this case, I guess not. Or maybe it's just that Happy Chaos is a little hard to use. Maybe that's why that's not the case here, at least. But maybe we'll see a lot of him more in EVO, because there's gonna be a lot more players, so more likely we'll see all the Happy Chaos experts in there and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just more kind of what's the word? Saddened that there's not a lot of Faust players anymore. He's fun, but I can understand because his gimmick kind of gets like overshadowed or too
Yeah.
easy to predict.
Yeah, and it's just RNG too, because sometimes it's not in your favor either. So that's kind of that's what it
And
is.
that I believe his scalpel hitbox is also easy to kind of like predict as well.
Oh, kind of like, yeah, you get a good feel of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
of where it is and stuff like that. So yeah, it is what it
But it's
is.
okay if when we get season 2 and we get fucking Bridget, looking at you, we're getting Bridget. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Bridget better be throwing a lot of yo-yos at people, going like, "I'm fucking back, bitches."
Yeah. Although I have a feeling that Bridget might play quite differently.
Differently, yeah.
Yeah. Just from what they've been doing with all the older characters, including Testament, which unfortunately I have not heard too many things about Testament, which means I don't think they're going to be that much of a threat. Unless we have a good Testament player coming into EVO, we'll see. We'll see about that. I mean, I would like to see that. Kind of blowing them up and waking them up like, hey, this is what Testament can do. No. Otherwise, I haven't heard... I haven't seen too many, like, combo video clips or whatever as such for Testament, surprisingly. I always see it for Saul. I always see it for, like, Potemkin and the Kai, Kisuke's, and all that shit. You know?
Yeah. Pity.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see about Combo Breaker and Evo. So up next we do have something from DNF Duel, which sorry about that.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Oh, so, dude, like when you do the woo thing, the your RTX voice thing kind of like, it's like, oh, wait, is that noise or is that voice? It's like, it's kind of like, you sound a little weird. It sounded like you were sick or something. Oh man, it's like you're confusing the AI and the RTX voice. It's like, oh. Anyway, we do have some DNF Duel.
It's like that meme, right? The RTX is like with the button. Noise or not noise?
Yeah. So we do have some DNF Duel stuff. It's not significant, but it does tell what it is going to have. So it looks like this is stuff from like the story mode / single player mode thing, like this. So we're probably gonna get like artwork that looks like this. You know what I mean? So I think it's like a sneak peek of what the content will be like in DNF Duel. So other than that, there's just other old footage, but yeah. And it's still available for June 28th. So coming to PS5, PS4, and Steam. So which I am looking forward to. I think I will be getting it on Steam for the most part. But
I will not be getting this game.
yeah, understandable.
There's no one like
That screams to
out
you.
to me.
Yeah.
Except for Berserker, because he screams.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no one like grabbing me.
Yeah.
Except for like the different type of artworks. We're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
I could blame somebody in our little circle that for a while was sharing lovely artwork, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like really?
Yeah.
This is your main. Stop being horny.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'll give it a shot. I do like how it feels, how the gameplay goes. I like the gameplay sort of loop, so to say, quote unquote. I do like it, and
Wow, would you say that the gameplay mechanics is easier to understand over what's the other game they came out with?
Grand Blue?
Yeah, Grand Blue.
Or
are they on the same level, but one is like slightly a little bit higher because it's easier to understand?
I think, well, for me, I feel DNF Duel would kind of fit in more people's hands better because I don't know, something about DNF Duel. Like it was like I was able to like kind of get the overall structure within the hour, and then Grand Blue was kind of just like, huh, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it does kind of like kind of play like Street Fighter 2 ish, like very footsie, kind of neutral, but then it's like, I don't know, there's something else going on that I couldn't quite figure out as fast. I don't know, maybe it might be the character archetypes in there, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know, just something about this is just like, it makes sense. And maybe it's because also like this game is crazy, like it's got some crazy dumb shit in here too, so maybe that's why it's like fun, because of all the crazy dumb shit you can kind of do or pull off easily in comparison to Grand Blue. It's like it's very, very mild in comparison, you know. I mean, yeah, there's some cool stuff in Grand Blue Versus, but in terms of like the extreme and shit like that, I think DNF Duel does it better here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the gameplay overall could be the same level because they kind of follow the same sort of like simple inputs sort of thing and cooldowns and all that stuff for your special moves with each other, because it is the same studio anyway. Different teams, I think, but don't quote me on that, but it is definitely the same developer studio, so, you know, ArcSys. But one, to me, it looks better. I mean, I think they got the cell shading thing down, for, you know, to a T at this point. And then if we're just solely talking about graphics,
okay. Let me give a quick call to Capcom. Your cell shading sucks, Capcom. Up your game.
What cell shading? The only cell shading we got was just like that weird option thing that we got recently with the update. And
I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it could be improved.
Right, but because that wasn't the main direction they went with in the first place. Yeah, so if they went with those
So I wonder, sorry, tangent.
No, go ahead.
Cell shading for Capcom, is there experimental? So when, I guess later down the line, they might use it for another game. Because hell no, that thing's going to look good with Street Fighter 6.
No, that's definitely not what we're going to see in Street Fighter 6. Because it's RE engine, so they're not going to do cell shading with RE engine. Like, are you kidding me? Like, they're going to want to do the realistic thing with all the RE engine stuff so far. So.
Okay, so if I don't see, for the male characters, every time they kick and something wiggles, I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna be like, Capcom, where is the realistic shit?
You mean
the $70?
You mean the thigh muscles, right? You're totally talking about the thigh muscles, right? And their butt cheek, you know?
Oh yeah, every kick the butt just fucking like gets
jiggles, it like tightens or jiggles or something, whatever.
Oh god,
man,
if that happens, then everyone's gonna be like, DOA? It's like, sure.
You know what's funny though? Did you know that Soul Calibur game, like the newer Soul Calibur games, had thigh physics?
It's so subtle.
It's so subtle, but I looked like a while back, I was like kind of like messing around with one of the Soul Calibur games. Like I think it was like 4 or something, and I was like kind of like fucking around. I'm like, wait, that, you know? And then I took a closer look with the replay feature. And they actually have physics in the thighs. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even notice that till like later on. I mean, yeah, the boobs have physics, obviously, but with, you know, especially with Ivy and stuff like that. But I you know, especially with Ivy, he even has the thigh physics too. I'm like, what the hell? Damn, they put a lot of detail even during Soul Calibur 4, which is a PS3 game, you know. So anyway. Tangent. DNF Duel is still coming for June 28th for the three platforms, including Steam. So yeah, I look forward to it. I do want to mess around with the single player content. I'll fuck around with the online a little bit, but other than that, it looks cool. And yeah, so
he says he's gonna play with online until he gets someone that says, I'm green for good connection. Then once you get into there,
yeah, I mean, funny enough, the rollback, it has rollback netcode, which is which runs well, although unfortunately the beta itself was like botched, so that's why we couldn't quite get as many online connections and stuff like that. But nonetheless, though, the overall game is fun, so that's what's important. And I'll try to get it. So yeah,
Get it, got it good.
get it, got it good. Pretty much. This
Very
is
good.
sorry. This is up next. We do have Unreal Engine 4, and this is potentially good news for the future fighting games, for consoles anyway. More specifically, the input lag. So Epic Games is working with Sony to fix Unreal Engine 4 fighting game input lag on PlayStation, which has been a problem, I guess, for a lot of people, including of course the pro players, right? Because a lot of people do prefer to play on PC, and all of a sudden a lot of these a lot of the majors anyway, the fighting game majors, they still use consoles, right, as a means of of playing a game and stuff like that. That's the standard, always has been, for a long time. And it's been pretty infamous, I guess, within that competitive part of things for the input lag. Maybe it won't be so different for the casuals and stuff like that, but for the competitive players, that might be something to look forward to, because it always takes there's always a possibility of taking just a few lags or a few frames of lag to for people to mess up their combo or whatever, because they are so used to on PC versus console and all that. And it's for some people it's like a completely different game at times. And some games are pretty bad if you look at the numbers. There's 7 frames of lag or something like that for, I don't know, Street Fighter 5 or something like that, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But from what it sounds like here, they have dedicated effort to analyzing technical nuances of various titles. So yeah, from what it looks like here, it sounds like they're are going to try to alleviate that, try to really bring it down to, well, maybe somewhere close to 3 or something like that. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, there's always going to be some sort of lag. I mean, whether it's from your monitor or something, right? But at least it won't come from the console itself, I guess. So that's one more problem to be ironed out, hopefully. At least for the pro players, anyway. So, any comments on this one? Yeah, right. Because I mean, I don't play PC and console often when it comes to fighting games. I've only played mostly console, and I've only played KOF on PC. I don't have KOF on console. But within our circle of friends, I've actually heard complaints about Strive. People, there are some people in our circle that have Strive for both versions, and they say there is a difference. There is quite a difference between playing the two when they're trying to do certain combos. So I guess, I mean, to some extent, I mean, at least even for the mid-level players, it does affect them, when you're practicing on one console or one system to the other. So it's yeah, especially if you're playing on, console to PC, it's oh my god, it's heaven. And then when you go to PC to console, it's oh my god, this is hell, because certain combos don't work. Especially for the very sensitive, I guess, players or characters too, who rely on that sort of thing, like precise and stuff like that. So that's all there is to it. I mean, we'll see how that works out. But I think this will definitely be effective for the competitive players for the most part. So yeah. But hey, cool. I mean, they're aware of it. At least that's something good to know. All right, so this one, this is the Warner Brothers Multiverses that has new footage as of very recent. I think this came out. Oh yeah, this came out today. So there you go. As we record this, I mean. So I do want to want us to take a glance at it, because there is one little sound bit that I want us to hear. I wonder if it's
Lightning Jagger.
No, definitely not that. So watch Tom. Focus on Tom.
For justice!
Yes, Zawa had a smile on his face. I love it. I love the scream. I love the ah! I love it. I love it already. And this is gonna be a free-to-play fighting game too, or Platinum Fighter, excuse me.
So kid, this is where you look at the Nicktoons one and go like,
Mm-hmm. I mean, this has budget. This has the backing, man, of from a company that actually kind of cares about video games, which is Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
You know, look at the Batman stuff. Look at all the other games too. I mean,
the big man.
Mm-hmm. So they know what they're doing with their video games, unlike Nickelodeon. Because how many? Let me pause this for a second. How many video games from Nickelodeon can you think of have been like have had like some sort of like success? You know what I mean? Like a big, wide sort of success. You know what I mean? Kind of hard.
Let's look at the charts.
Yeah, right. I mean,
and we find nothing.
I don't think we can. I mean, I don't know right on top of my head like how many like actual like widely successful games from Nickelodeon side of things have come out over the years. It just seems like, I don't know, Nickelodeon is just one of those companies that just don't give a shit about video games, even to this day.
I think Nick, they just was jumping on the bandwagon, and then they just didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, I mean you could see the same for Disney, but at least Disney did a little better, with some games. But yeah, I mean when it comes to Nickelodeon, like they haven't even had, I think, do they have a kart game, like a Mario Kart sort of game? I think they do, but
They do. Yeah, I think they do.
yeah, I don't know. But with here, look at the game. It looks really good for a free-to-play game. It's it matches the style. It's very appropriate. Some of the voicing could have been better. Like Wonder Woman's voice could have been better, but in terms of like delivery, you know what I mean? Not the voice actors, but maybe the delivery could have been better, but on certain parts. But let me see. Oh, this guy's playing on keyboard. Look at that. That's actually kind of funny.
I'm scared.
I'm also trying to get off stage to bait them to come to me. But sometimes I just bait myself.
And it even has the other scream too. That's great. I love it. I love it already. And what's funny, someone pointed out with Tom and Jerry, that all their moves pretty much involves with them attacking each other, and the characters around them are just collateral damage. So it's not like they're not directly attacking the players. They're just attacking each other, like Tom and Jerry, because that's what they do. They always try to one up each other, And there's actually a story behind that, which is kind of funny for Tom and Jerry. But anyway,
that pause screen that you have. Shaggy's about to fucking like do some dance moves right now.
I know, yeah, and then and then Superman's like got a sandwich over his head, like it's like flying right to his face. It looks like, and then Wonder Woman is just kind of like, I don't know what to do. Someone's gonna have this sword ready or something. I don't know.
She did her superhero landing.
Oh yeah, she's about to do her super. Yeah, there you go.
Why do you do the superhero landing? What? You always do this.
Oh yeah.
With the hair and the flipping. It's a superhero pose.
Yeah.
You're a poser.
Yeah. For Black Widow. I like what's her name?
Elena.
Elena, yeah.
Yeah, she was good. Like.
Yeah. Comic relief, obviously, but I like it. I like it.
I got
You can't go wrong with that, I guess.
Yeah, just get.
I think that's gonna be distracting. There's some like elements in this game that shows like, oh, you dodge, and it's like a big ass like.
Oh
dodge.
yeah.
Like the UI. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
I hope that's a
Option.
That's a option to turn it off.
Yeah, like
there,
invulnerable,
God,
dodged.
it's like
Yeah.
God.
It is a
like-
little weird to see.
It's distracting.
I don't know. I think they're really trying to cater it towards like, you know, the casuals, like people who normally don't play Smash Brothers. Oh my god, fucking Shaggy with the sausage nunchucks. It's
I am
funny.
scared that this man can play on keyboard.
I know. These two are playing on keyboard. What the hell? It's like team keyboard. What the hell?
Can we play Smash on keyboard?
It's possible. I think there is a Smash keyboard actually, because I think I've seen a keyboard with the C stick and everything. And then forgot to mention, Void and the Cat are special guests on this video. So two veteran Smash players from especially from Ultimate are partaking this demo. So far we only see Superman, Shaggy, Wonder Woman, and Tom and Jerry, of course. And one of the there was one screenshot where it showed Shaggy with the with Falcon's knee, like he's actually doing the knee. I don't know if it actually has the same effect or anything, but he's doing like the knee pose, in midair. But I don't know if it has like the same effect, like it, the sweet spot and everything. But I can kind of see, where they're going with this. They have the blue and red highlight. I mean, this is supposed to be a 2v2 game-ish. It's more team-oriented, kind of. Which is a little different from Smash, because they could go either way. I feel. Oh, wow. Wait, what was that lion thing? Hold on, let me see.
That was loud. Oh, that was Lion from Steven Universe.
Okay, that's weird.
So I guess it's like with this special house, there's like special animation of death because I believe his name was Spike, the bulldog.
On
the side.
That was with Tom, yeah.
My blood sugar is getting low.
That one makes sense, but why with Shaggy? He had the lion from what, Steven Universe?
No one can resist the lasso of truth.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I forget who. Wonder Woman has the up air that looks so familiar. I wonder. Oh no, she has Terry's up air. It looks so funny. She has like that weird upward kick thing. If you look closely. Let's watch Wonder Woman. Try to focus on Wonder Woman in the red. Hold on. Yeah, see? You see the kick? Hold on. She's gonna do it again.
No one can resist the lasso.
Oh wow, she has a lasso, of course. Yep, see? You see what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
She has the same up air as Terry, which is kind of funny. Pretty hilarious. So yeah,
Here comes Nintendo going.
No, you can't do that. You actually cannot do that because it's gameplay. You can't trademark gameplay. But they will try. They will try.
I know they will try.
Yeah. Someone will try at least. Someone will actually try to attempt that. But
because if they want to try like trademark gameplay and shit, it's like okay. Here's Call of Duty. Here's all these BRs.
Yeah.
Go have fun.
Yes. Yeah, it's like Valorant, Counter-Strike, and Siege, and all that shit. Like,
yep.
Yeah,
like,
good
have fun. Good luck.
I forgot what that law was called. It's some sort of like fancy term for it, where you can't like trademark certain things. Let me see. I think it's if I look up that one game, hold on. What was it? Was it like Fighter's History or something like that? I think it was. Give me a second here.
One.
Because Capcom, funny enough, was actually trying to sue another game or game company because they were copying like the Street Fighter sort of format, quote unquote, and they were the ones who lost the case because of this one rule or whatever that's been established. I think it's called Fighter's History. Oh, Scenes of Fair. That's what it's called. Scenes of Fair. It's the Scenes of Fair rule. Here, I'll like drop the wiki for you. But yeah, as we're getting kind of distracted, quote unquote. But let me see. I'll just DM it to you. It's like a French term, I think. Yeah, it's French. It's called the Scenes of Fair rule, or not rule, but it's a term where you basically you can't in layman's terms you can't trademark certain things, which includes gameplay, because there are going to be things where there are going to be similar things, so you can't just like you know keep it all to yourself, right? You gotta have other people have their take on that sort of genre and whatever. Oh, there it is. There's the knee. Let me rewind that a little bit. I think it was here. Oh yeah, here we go. If you look at Shaggy real closely, oh my god, he's topless. You see, that's fucking Jerry.
And he died.
Yeah, he died. He's like power. Oh, there you go. There's the knee. You see that knee? Hold on. He like, oh wow, he did a double knee and he died. Tom died. That's so funny. Boom, boom, and then dies. That's so funny. I wonder if it's because it actually has a sweet spot, or we just killed him because he was at high percentage. And he was like close to the fucking end of the screen, so. Oh wow, he's like killing him with the knee. Jesus. So I guess that's a pretty good move with Shaggy. Just do the knee when they're up in the air like that.
He's like, haha, fuck you.
Yep. So that's the gist of it. I mean, it looks good for what it is. It's cartoony Smash Brothers sort of clone with WB characters in there. Any comments so far?
Looks good.
Yeah. For free to play? Yeah. You know, like we said, like, you know, fighting games and free to play, it could potentially work. It's just a matter of
It's just how it, how like
how it's executed.
There's certain steps to make it good. I mean, it takes one of those missteps to make go.
Yeah. To really screw up how fun it can be and stuff. And how, like, not rewarding it will be if you stick with it long term. But hey, I mean, at least it's free to play, so you can try it. Not gonna cost you anything. If you like the game how it is and stuff like that, you can stick with it. And I think the only thing you have to pay for is the skins. There's gonna be plenty of skins for each character and stuff like that. So I think that's where the monetization is going to go in, hopefully. Hopefully there's no, like, fucking gear to have, like, stats and, like, cards that do have these doohickeys and artifacts and, you know, like, effects and stuff like that. Hopefully it'll be all just cosmetic stuff. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure there'll be a battle pass. And hopefully the characters will be free and stuff like that. We don't have to do much to unlock them for each update. But yeah, this definitely will have potential to do big, pretty much. As long as it's well marketed and well developed and well updated, pretty much. I think that's what it really winds down to. But hey, I mean, it could just be another Smash clone, kind of forgotten, just like Nickelodeon All Stars, right? So, but what we can say definitely, it looks a lot better than Nickelodeon. It animates a lot better. It's very smooth, very like just clean looking, and there's actually love put into it, right? There's voices, there's sound. Tom's scream, you know, is a thing, especially when he dies, and then Shaggy sings Zoiks, you know, those little things, man. Like, people take for granted, like, how important it is for cartoons to have their voices, right? Nickelodeon All-Stars, look at that. We still have no voices in the game. So it's a lost cause at this point. There's already a lot of people falling off, I think, from this point. I don't think any of us in our circle is playing it anymore. I bought the game too, and I haven't been even touched it since. I've only played it once. I literally only played it once with Ender and Aaron, I believe, and that's pretty much it. One session with the game. It's like, okay, yeah. I mean, you can wave dash, sure, but
Yep.
yeah, it's like. It's just jank as hell. It's kind of, I don't know. There's just some things about it that just don't really attract me. I wanted to give it a fair shot, but I can't, man. It's just, I don't know. It's something about it that detracts me from doing so. So anyway, at least with Multiverses, it looks looking better, looking good, and it's free. That's the thing. Like I've been saying. Okay, now we can move on to the last section for the fighting game news, which is involving with a classic Street Fighter character named Fei Long, who has not showed up for a good while now. His last appearance was in Street Fighter 4, but unfortunately has not made an appearance at all for Street Fighter 5, so hopefully that will be the thing for the future, right? Well, with the situation, it looked like it was a no, like a 0% chance for any future fighting games with Capcom and Street Fighter and all that stuff, because supposedly, according to Nintendo Life anyway, or whoever first wrote this article, and because other places started to report this, including Nintendo Life. I don't know if Nintendo Life was like the one to put out the article, but anyway, we'll like get to that. So anyway, according to this article here, I don't know if you have been hearing about this, but oh, what the heck? They changed the link now. That's kind of funny. Anyway, the original story was that the composer for Street Fighter 5 was answering some sort of question during his stream. And it was supposed to be hypothetical / opinion based, but it blew up to I guess lengths that he would never have thought of. But in a Q&A, I guess he had streamed. He was answering some sort of question, and this is the quote, I guess, according to Nintendo Life anyway. At least that's where we're reading it from. I'll read it for us. It says, a character that I know we won't see at all. There has been a lot of discussion about it. I mentioned earlier, a character I would like to rewrite the music for would be Fei Long. I do have other sources, not only Capcom, but friends of mine in the US who are very close friends with the Lee family, and have basically said that any kind of resemblance to Mr. Bruce Lee is now omitted for comedic effect, comic stuff. It needs to be honorable. That's why we won't see Fei Long again, ever. And that's the end quote. Right? According to this article, anyway. And after that, the person's account on Twitter has been protected, so we can't really see the tweets right now. But luckily, I was actually able to screenshot it right here, right? And oops, that's the wrong one ish. But no, but I mean that is a second screenshot. Let me see. Oh, there you go. So it says this is so the composer for Street Fighter 5, by the way, for music is Daniel Lindholm. And Lindholm on Twitter said, for those reporters who contacted reporters, quote unquote, air quote, or not air quotes, quotation marks, who contacted Capcom, thank you so much. I'm getting blacklisted. No more music from me. So very obviously very sarcastic reply or response to the whole thing. And he got blacklisted from doing Capcom stuff in the future, unfortunately, from what it looks like. And then in the next tweet, or sometime after, right after, he made another tweet saying, I need to talk to the individual who posted the article, quote unquote, from Event Hubs right now. So it sounds like from what he's saying, this journalist is from, the original journalist is from Event Hubs. But funny enough, I didn't see it from Event Hubs. I saw it from Nintendo Life, which I guess I believe most people that's where most people saw the story in the first place. Did you see the story at all, Zawa? Did you catch it on your Twitter feed?
Here and there.
Right. But did you like look into it?
The Daniel part, no.
Oh, okay.
I only read about like, Fei Long not appearing again.
Mhm.
I'm like in my head going like, what is Harada gonna do about then with law and
Right.
stuff?
That's the weird thing, right? So it doesn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me.
Because I'm like, so are they only going after Capcom for Fei Long's portrayal of Bruce Lee? But if you want to be on a technical scale, Fei Long, Law, and all those type of fighting characters, they're not really mimicking Bruce Lee. They're just doing his fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
So on a
it's a parody either way.
Yeah, it's a parody, and also that it's a actual martial arts. So you're pretty much gonna be like saying your key, pretty much like how Bruce Lee or your instructor, teaches you how to release your energy.
Right.
So again, this whole article to me sounds a little like they're reaching to just say oh, we're not putting Fei Long because of this. It's more like we don't have any plans for Fei Long for future games because he might not fit into the story. That's my mind thinking.
Okay.
But again,
yeah. But if
it's Fei Long, you can't really write him out of Street Fighter.
Right, yeah. But to kind of step back a little bit, right? I mean, from what it sounds like, he's supposed. Do you suppose that Fei Long is an honorable portrayal of Bruce Lee? Because that's the whole sort of quote unquote point of sort of, I guess, meeting the standard that the Lee family supposedly set up for. Do you think Fei Long is somehow insulting Bruce Lee?
No, not really.
Yeah. That's what most people have been thinking, right? But either way, I mean, if this was actually real, let's just say, I don't think they could do that. I mean, I understand why, but because obviously, it's like the dad. He was like the patriarch of the Lee family, right? And obviously Bruce Lee is a big fucking name, in Hollywood and all the martial artists in the world and martial artist films in general and all that stuff. We know. I mean, I think we all know at that point, but there was some. I mean, and to be fair, there was drama with Tarantino because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bruce Lee made an appearance of a character that's depicting Bruce Lee was in the movie, and Tarantino pretty much like painted him as like an arrogant fighter who picked fights on sets and stuff like that, and the Lee family was like, no, that's not what he did at all. But if you look at the big picture, it's a caricature. It's a parody. It's not Bruce Lee, so to say, but based off of Bruce Lee and stuff like that. So I do understand where they're coming from. I'm not gonna hark on them too much, right? but it's a parody at the end of the day. I mean, you know, there's gonna be some controversy, sure, because you're portraying someone who's dead, but who passed away because of unfortunate circumstances. But it's a parody at the end of the day, and that's what the director went with, because that's what he can do with his film and stuff like that. And you know, again, it's a I don't think it was in my mind, I don't think his intentions was to mock him, so to say. He just wanted to have fun with it. So, you know, he still showed Bruce Lee that you know, he's a good fighter and stuff like that. But Bruce Lee was there to show the scale of how powerful his character was, right? It was kind of like a show of power, because I forget the dude's name, but I think it was like, oh no, it was Cliff. I think his name was you know, Brad Pitt's character, Cliff. Let's just go with that. Cliff, you know, he threw the motherfucker to the car, and it's supposed to show him how strong he is, especially, which does pay off by the end of the movie, right? So that's and you know, it's Tarantino, so he wants to have fun with it. I mean, it's Bruce Lee and stuff like that, and that's why he put him in there. Cause I think he loves Bruce Lee. I'm assuming anyway. That's why he put him in there. But he wanted to have fun with it, so that's why he played around with, you know, this character of Bruce Lee, and that's how it goes. But again, understand me, so the Lee family were kind of heated about it, right? But back to here, the point I'm trying to make is that because of these circumstances it was set up for, that's I think what Lindholm thought, so that's why he said these things supposedly in his Q&A. But now what's funny is that there was an update to it, and there was and this article pretty much has a screenshot of the official Bruce Lee account, right? That's run by Shannon Lee. That's the daughter of Bruce Lee. Yeah. So now I don't know if this is straight from Shannon Lee, but this is straight from the Bruce Lee Twitter account that's verified and all that stuff. So it says here, you know, responding to people adding the Bruce Lee account on Twitter, and they said that we never made any comments of this nature. We have no idea who Daniel Lindholm says his close friends of the family are, but his comments are entirely false surrounding the Bruce Lee family. So either way, this whole story is bullshit. Very much. Pretty much.
Because again, like, when you think of it, like, why is this guy only going after, like, because it sounds like he's going after Capcom, going like, oh, the reason why Capcom's not doing all of this because of blah blah blah. And
well, like, he worked with them. I mean, he worked on Street Fighter V. He's not going after them per se. He's just saying like, oh, because of these circumstances.
Yeah, because of these circumstances. But in a sense, it sounds like he's trying to.
Oh, like just kind of throw them under the bus.
Yeah. Because again, as we brought up, like, then why just Capcom's portrayal of Bruce Lee?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You have Harada, Tekken. You have a lot of other medias like anime,
Hokuto no Ken, or you know, Fist of the North Star. Yeah.
Or Rock Lee from Naruto.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! If you didn't make the connection that Rock Lee kind of is a little bit like Rock Lee and Mike Guy is kind of like Bruce Lee, and where the hell are you?
Right.
What else? We have DOA with Jan.
Yeah, Jan Lee. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like
and Maxi, like, again, Maxi from Soul Calibur.
Yeah. So it's like, bro, your little tweet thing is like leaving out like so many other like Bruce Lee.
It does have holes in it. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why. Yeah. Let's just agree. Like this, as you said, this post that the guy made is questionable. There is no like grounded. There's no grounds.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Now supposedly though, I think. Well, okay. So I mean, we can't see the tweet anymore for right now, because if you try to go here, I think. Hold on. That's the wrong one actually. Where is the actual real Daniel Lindholm? Because so if we try to click here, which is oddly enough gone, because this is supposed to be the Q&A. Yep, see, it says video unavailable, removed by the uploader. That's supposed to be Lindholm's video. And
It got caught.
so what happened was, now Lindholm is saying that he was misquoted by the journalists and stuff like that. And but it's weird because it's weird to me because the video is gone. Like, he deleted himself. So why did he do that? I don't understand that, right? If you want to show that he was misquoted, where's the original? Where's the original media? Where's the original source? You deleted yourself. Why did you do that? You know, I don't understand. Maybe he deleted because, I don't know, maybe too many people were after him or something like that. I don't know, but it contains the original quote, right? Supposedly, right? Yeah. Unless he did quote that, and he wants to cover up his tracks, maybe. I don't know. It's so weird to me that he's like, oh, this journalist misquoted me, but why delete the original video in the first place? I don't know. You know, I mean, what do you think? You know, like.
Yeah, that's why it's like, very suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. And that's what people kind of thought in the comments too. Like, why is like people were pointing out, why is the original video taken down by the original uploader, which is Lindholm? Let me try to just show that Lindholm's account is quote unquote protected for right now. Let me see, Daniel. There you go. This is the. Yeah, see that these tweets are protected, so we can't really see the rest of the tweets. But he did say, like, he wanted to talk to the journalists and stuff like that. He was misquoted and blah blah blah. He wants to, you know, kind of work things out again for Capcom. I mean, hopefully we'll get an answer of sorts at some point, but I'm not too sure what's gonna be the thing here. Oh, okay, I guess his name is Dropkick Monkey on Twitter. I mean, that's why it's that was misleading, I guess, because you always assume that their account is their name, right? But yeah. So the Bruce Lee family, yeah, they added the wrong person supposedly. Actually, I think this is supposed to be his professional account right here, because it looks like the same person, right? Uh-oh. Not found. This is supposed to be his link to his YouTube channel, but I guess not. Which is weird. I don't know. Very strange circumstances that have been set up from this whole story. So yeah, it's just, to me it's funny, but obviously to Lindholm, he's in a kind of a pickle right now. So I'm gonna stay neutral on this one. Like, there's supposedly he was misquoted, but he deleted the videos. I was like, why do that? I know,
so it's not really helping his case there.
It's not really helping the case. Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
So
I mean, like, if he has a video for himself, okay, that's fine. But I don't know. It's just so weird to just delete it like that, though, from public viewing, so that people can, like, understand where he's coming from, right? Yeah, so that way people won't go after him as much, you know. Possibly, sure. But yeah, we'll see who's at fault. But for right now, Capcom has blacklisted him, so that's the result of it.
Capcom right now is just going, bruh.
Yeah. But the silver lining, I think, from this whole thing is that people are still interested in Fei Long. People want Fei Long in the Capcom fighting games, and I think Capcom knows about that, at least especially now. But also, if they went as far as blacklisting the composer for Street Fighter V because of the mentioning of Fei Long in such a way, do you think this means that Fei Long is going to return for Street Fighter 6?
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
Because of this, and like just killed it.
Yeah, right. Killed the surprise almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
And then we'll just stare at him like later down the line, going like,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if he can prove himself to be, you know, just an innocent guy who kind of had his opinion being misconstrued and stuff like that by a journalist, then okay, you know, more power to him, sure. But I don't know. To me, it's weird to try to prove yourself and then you just delete the video that has the original quote, supposedly. So I don't know. Again, though, if he has the video for himself, okay, that's fine. But then again, it's like, why take that away from the public eye?
yeah, it's like,
yeah. Go ahead.
It's like, you know, you're going to trial, you got all your evidence, but you've got this one evidence. Actually, it's gonna screw you over.
Yeah.
Like, you just try to like hide it, but someone else has like a backup going like, what happened to your stuff, sir? You know, like, again, like, taking your grave.
Right. And I guess maybe this will be the last part for it, or last question, but if supposedly he is misquoted, right? Where did this whole thing come from anyway, though? Like, it could be a misquote, but it could be based off of, you know, what he said, right? So somewhere in his original quote, he mentioned Bruce Lee's family, he mentions Fei Long, and he probably mentioned the honorable thing or whatever, the honorable depiction or whatever, somewhere in there. So but either way, the Bruce Lee account on Twitter, the official Bruce Lee account, said it's bullshit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like, to me, it's like, until the family says otherwise, it's like, just shh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if the family's not bothered by it, then, you know, leave it be.
Yeah, leave it be, I guess, right? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, also, like, when you're in the professional field, man, like, I know this is like a difficult thing to do, and this is just coming from like a person, right? I'm not like part of the industry directly, so to say, but like, when you're part of the industry, especially if you're a composer for video games, it's best to not say things like that, where you're like, oh, I know this person, so therefore, you know, A plus B therefore equals C, you know, that sort of thing. Like, in this case, like, it sounded like he said he knows someone who knows the Lee family, right? So it's like, yeah. Either way, I mean, the Lee family says they don't know anyone who knows people who has said things like that. So it's like, yeah, they're kind of confused about the whole close friends thing. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. All right, well, before we put ourselves into a circle any further, any last words for this Fei Long situation?
Go long.
Well, yeah. At least we know people are interested still for Fei Long. They want Fei Long to make it back for at least Street Fighter 6 or any Capcom fighting game that comes up in the future. I think that's the silver lining of it, and that's what we can go off of for sure. That's what we know for sure. And the case between Lindholm and the journalist or whoever, that's between them. So let's see what happens from there. But anyway, that is the gist of it. So now we can move on to the frontline side of things. So I'm pretty sure you caught this at some point, which was it was reported that supposedly Final Fantasy 16 is already done. It's ready to go, at least with the final stages of development. According to someone who has talked to Yoshida Naoki, who is, I believe, the director for the game from Final Fantasy 16, says that the final stages of development, and says the story is a very well fleshed out one. I guess it was supposed to be a comment from an anniversary Uniqlo magazine thing. And this tweet is from I want to say Aitai Kimochi. So yeah. So yeah. Either way though, what do you think of it? Like the game already being supposedly being close to done, pretty much.
Cool.
Do you? I mean, are you looking forward to 16? Are you like excited for it?
I am, but I'm not like going to. Oh my god, gosh!
You're not foaming at the mouth for it. Yeah.
It's like, good.
Okay.
Because I already shot my expectations on being hyped for games. Right, Switch? Platinum Games staring at you.
Yeah, with like Bayonetta and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but you know, there's been some sort of scary things coming out with when it comes to like saying like, oh, the game's close to done. You know, like that's like Cyberpunk saying, oh, the game's gone gold, and then they delayed it like a month later. Still, yeah. And the game still is shitty, right? But then now you have Final Fantasy 16 sort of saying the same thing here. It's like, oh, we're pretty much like done with all the main stuff. So
it's like a liar.
Yeah, I don't know. I am expecting some sort of delay, which we will cover in a bit here with a different game. But yeah, I expect some sort of delay. I just kind of how I am with games nowadays. Like if it's delayed, fine. As long as the game comes out good, I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel with 16. I do want to get my hands on it because it has the same battle director as Devil May Cry, supposedly. So we're gonna have some action RPG stuff in there. We're gonna do some combos, and that's kind of cool to see for a Final Fantasy game. So that's pretty much it. That's the gist of it. Just wanted to see how you felt about it, since you do play you do play them Final Fantasies. So yeah, I'm more of a
when is it going to be the Final Fantasy?
You know how like there's like movies that have like the only separate name is the. So like, you know, there's Fast and Furious and then the Fast and the Furious, you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like what if Final Fantasy, their final game is going to be the Final Fantasy? No number at the end or anything like that. It's just the Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy. I think that'd be pretty hilarious. Yeah. All right. This was a bit of like, ooh, ouch. This was pertaining to the Xbox people, and supposedly there was some sort of outage on Xbox Live all weekend, or most of the weekend anyway, which was the same weekend for Mother's Day, unfortunately. So people had to work, some people had to go work for during Mother's Day to get this all resolved. And yeah, so basically what happened during this whole situation was that I don't have any tweets or anything like that, but there were a lot of tweets saying that, you know, I couldn't play my single player game because it's tied to Xbox Live for whatever reason, right? So yeah, so people couldn't play their online multiplayer games, but they couldn't also play their single player games because it's coming from Xbox Live. I think it's from what is it, like the cloud, right? Like, you know, Game Pass. Maybe that's why. So it definitely goes to show that this is why online DRM stuff like that for video games is really bad. Like all the whole always online thing is terrible for video games. I mean, we've seen that with Gran Turismo 7. You know, if you want to look at the recent games, you know, as someone who owns Gran Turismo 7, I definitely experienced that for like what, 48 hours at least. So yeah, so same thing here, 48 hours at least, and the thing or the service didn't recover till then. And yeah, so people could not play their games all weekend for those who own an Xbox and stuff like that, who are dedicated to Xbox. So any comment on that one?
it's like, when you're looking at Xbox and PlayStation, it's like,
Yeah.
Xbox, you're winning right now. And then this thing hits, like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, it really goes to show why the Xbox One, if they actually went with the always online policies, remember that back then? If they actually went with that, it would have been a disaster. It would have been a huge disaster. And this is what it shows. This is what happens when you have always online for most of your games. There you go. That's the situation we had. We just lived through it. Well, the Xbox people did. But I mean, I got a piece of that because of Gran Turismo 7, ironically, because Sony made fun of them for that. So they were like, "This is how you play, or this is how you share a game," or something like that. Because I think Yoshida was in the video, and then he passes the game to like one of the other like CEO friends or whatever. And then the guy was like, "Thanks," and that's like the end of the video, right? Because that's supposed to be roasting Xbox or whatever. But ironically, one of their flagship titles, Gran Turismo, did the very same thing in this modern age. So again, the point being here is that online DRM sucks. The always online thing sucks ass. And that's why we don't want that in our video games. Any comment on that part?
Nope. I'm just sitting here going like, interesting.
Yeah. There are a lot of people complaining about it. I saw it for sure. Definitely there's news articles showing the tweets that people couldn't play their games all weekend. Can you imagine like you work a full-time job, you come home on a Friday night, man, I'm tired, but I got the weekend and I cannot wait to play my Xbox games or my Gamer Pass stuff, man. I want to go all in. I'm tired, man. And then you have this happening. It's like, oh fuck, I can't play. Fuck. Especially if Xbox is your only system, right? Besides PC and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, can you imagine? You can only play your mobile games, go watch Netflix or something, but if you want to play video games and you only have an Xbox, that would have sucked. But yeah, hopefully that won't happen again for the sake of the Xbox players. But we'll see. We shall see about that one. All right, so I thought I put that into the docket, but it pertains to the delay that I think it was called Starfall. I forget. Let me see. I think I dropped it in the whatchamacall, the docket. It might be here actually. It might be on the bottom. No, it's not. Okay. I'll just look it up because I'm pretty sure it's on the Twitters. The Twatters. Bethesda. There you go.
Bethesda.
There you go. Starfield, excuse me. So, would you mind reading the statement from Bethesda pertaining to what the delay is about?
Okay. So the delay is we have no fucking idea what we're doing. Thank you. Come again. Okay, seriousness, we made the decision to delay the launch of Redfall and Starfield to the first half of 2023. So for people don't understand what that means, it's pretty much from January to April-ish?
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
June.
ish.
June, because that's 1 through 6. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. The team at Arcane Austin. I hope I'm
Arcane.
pronouncing that. Okay. See? I went another way. Arcane.
Arcane. It's okay. It's okay.
He's like, it's Arcane. He's like, shut up. He's like, I pronounce it the way I want it. AKA Redfall and Bethesda's game studio Starfield have incredible ambitions for their games. and we want to ensure that you receive the best, most polished version of them.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I have no problems of delays. Just don't be like Square and give us the damn games 14 years after. We want to thank everyone for their excitement for Redfall and Starfield. That energy is a huge part of what inspires all of us every day and drives our own excitement for what we are creating.
Mm-hmm.
We can't wait to share our first deep dive into the gameplay for both Redfield and Starfield soon. Thank you for your support. And then as I look to the right, I see a meme picture.
the the black dude looking at a piece of paper is like like kind of cringing almost. Yeah, that's pretty much like kind of perfect-ish. I mean, I wasn't particularly like looking forward to Starfield. Like, I'm not like excited for it, but I would like to like kind of check it out, you know, for Starfield anyway. I don't know about Redfall.
He wants to dive in, kids. He wants to dive in.
Dive into the universe. Anyway, dive into space. No, so you know, like from the early footage of Starfield, it kind of just looked like Fallout in space. You know what I mean? Like it has that same old engine, you know, and everything. But hey, I mean, if they're delaying it, it could also mean they're trying to polish it. Maybe they're trying to. Well, I don't think they're trying to put it to a new engine because otherwise they have to kind of start over-ish. I think is that how it works, but I'm not a game developer. Anyway, it takes a lot of work either way if you want to go to a different engine. If I mean, you know, they're taking their time. Hopefully they'll put good use of that time because hey, you can delay a game and still be shitty because, well, again, I hate to bring up this game again, but Cyberpunk, they delayed it a lot of times. They wasted a lot of time. You know, that's why that happened, right? So so hopefully they make good use of this time. And you know, not just Cyberpunk either. Halo Infinite did the same thing. They delayed the game by an entire year, and it still came out dry. You know, it came, at least for the online multiplayer anyway. Maybe the execution was there, but the content and the updating and how they do things, right, is pretty shitty. Yeah. So I'm, you know, as for all the other delay type of news, I'm all for it as long as the game comes out good. I'm okay with that because I have other stuff to do. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, you know, Starfield could be that big game too, so like, it is worth to talk about. I don't know about Redfall, so to say, but yeah, Starfield definitely. For sure.
What do you not know about Redfall? It's red and you fall.
And you fall.
During the fall.
Okay,
and it's during the fall season. Come on.
All right, you got me there. You definitely got me there. All right.
And the same thing with Starfield. It's a field of stars.
It's a field of stars. All right. No need to dive in and, you know, just look up the sky, right? I mean, there's a field of stars.
I mean, depending where you live, because the only stars I see is lights.
Just lights, all right.
Yep. And sometimes, you know, I pretend that the airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars.
I see. Damn. You know, people in Alaska and places like that don't get nightfall. Didn't you? If you've forgotten. So yeah, those guys don't get any star fields either. So even at like, it's like what, 11 at night, it's still like afternoon-ish, right? I mean, like, because the way the sun is angled and stuff like that, and where Alaska is or something like that, places like such as Alaska, they never get nightfall, or at least as often as other places, which is actually really weird if you think about it, right? Like, I don't know, like, we're so used to having nightfall, and it's just kind of funny to see stuff like that, like the kind of the things you kind of take for granted, like some people don't have, you know. It's like, Damn. That is definitely something. All right. That's been taken care of. Sorry. It's my big old jug of water. Anyway, so there's a delay, and it's going to be first half of 2023. So I guess I didn't even know, or I forgot the original goal for at least Starfield anyway, which was I guess it was this year. So I doubt personally that it would have come out polished if it was still going with the same goal or the original goal. So hey, I mean I'm all for it. Hopefully they'll make good use of time for that. But yeah, it's going to be first half. I feel like it's going to be. I'm gonna predict it to. I'm gonna make a prediction for March 2023. That's why I'm guessing. Do you want to take a crack at it?
Nope.
All right.
My calendar is already filled with like a lot of predictions.
All right, I'll give you that one.
And none of them have been answered.
Have not come true. Damn, that's. It feels, man. It feels. All right, now we have some awesome news potentially for those who are looking forward to the game. Let me see. Oh, there you go. There's the YouTube link right there. So I'm gonna leave this like low volume, but what did you think of the overall demo for Gotham Knights?
A piece of shit.
Would you elaborate on it?
It looks so fucking boring.
Oh, okay.
Like I thought we were gonna go into like the Arkham style from the Arkham games, like play style. It hints on it, but it looks fucking boring. I don't know how you can make like a character like Jason Todd boring to play as.
Okay.
And I think it's somewhere in here there was like saying like how there's different ways to get around Gotham City. Jason can mystic jump.
Nightwing's fighting style is acrobatic.
What?
Where in the fucking comics is Jason Todd able to do that?
Mystic jump?
Yeah, like he fucking like airwalks. He literally, here you go.
What the hell?
You see?
What the
like
hell?
I had to go like dive into my DC knowledge with Red Hood because I love Red Hood. I'm like, where does he do this in comics? So, and they try to go like, oh, because the mystic properties with the Lazarus Pit, and I was like, what?
I mean, I don't know.
The Lazarus Pit just brings you back to life and makes you insane for like a temporary.
I guess that's the side effect of being insane, just being able to run.
Yeah, you get magical powers.
Yeah.
You Dr. Fate this shit.
Yeah.
What's on screen is what I like, but you can
That's okay. That's weird. That's kind of weird to me. Like he could have had a hook shot, but okay. Going with the.
I mean, that's what he had in the Arkham games was a hook shot like everyone else in the Bat family. But no, they got have them mystic force.
Right. And even if
some
what?
And some of the like combat animation doesn't even look good. But look how stiff. And then this landing pose, I'm like, you would never see Dick do that. You would never see Nightwing to go like, I did it, guys! Woo!
I mean, I don't think the animation looks bad by any means, but the jumping thing is a little weird.
Fortnite, someone like on Twitter was like, Why is Fortnite in this game?
Oh, why is-
Just a little
okay,
lighter.
yeah.
Stealing data.
Like the animation itself is fine. It's just yeah. I mean, you're right. Like the this thing is a little weird
Questionable.
for
Let's
Dick.
watch Red Hood chase down a smuggling van in Southside neighborhood.
I didn't think Dick was like, you know, that
Very flamboyant. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did have initial excitement for it, but I kind of have this like feeling that it might try to do the same thing as Marvel's Avengers.
That's what a lot of people like are fearing that this is.
Yeah, I kind of want to
taking
wait.
the book.
I'll definitely wait on this game. Like, I do want to like check it out because it's, you know, it's got Red Hood and stuff like that.
Red Hood can unlock the ability to attach a bomb.
And again, I don't know what they're afraid of to show blood. 'Cause, I'm sorry, Jason Todd is using guns.
Yeah.
Show blood.
Yeah, a little like blood splatters. It doesn't have to be like, bleh, like fucking guts hanging out and shit, but like, yeah, like a little bit of blood splatter effects would kind of
Hey,
be.
look, he has his hook shot.
Yeah, this hook shot. Yeah, what the hell?
So why do we need the mystic
He has
jump?
a mystic jump.
Oh,
Oh my god, he has a mystic jump. That is kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't think Red Hood would be magical like that. What the fuck? Like, yeah, my knowledge is a little limited, but I don't think Red Hood. Like, to me, that doesn't make as much sense.
Like, I'm Red Hood. What do? I shoot people.
Right, but yeah, but I can also jump through the sky. Like, what?
I know, it's like, but I also have the power to mystic jump. What?
Are you Sanji with the skywalk? You know, fucking Soru and all that shit. So wait, who's Robin again? Is it?
This part I'm fucking
Oh
angry.
yeah, look at this. The gear. Yeah, it's
Gear.
right.
Gear.
I'm kind of
I'm
fearing
like,
for the.
oh, so now it's like, so we are going into Avengers territory.
Yeah. At least it's visual. At least it visually shows you the upgrade. So that's I'll
Yeah.
give them credit for that. But unlike Avengers,
Still, I'm
yeah.
like, oh god.
I do hope it's not going to be a live servicey like Avengers. Yeah, if they have like microtransactions up the ass and like it's super grindy and stuff like that, I'm not all for that. I'd rather play
Well,
Sonic
from what
Frontier.
he said is that, like, let's say we're trying to fight Bane together. Bane is like, let's say level 20.
Yeah.
We can grind up our asses to level 25, and for some reason, Bane's level is gonna drop to 12. And I'm like, what the fun is that? And, oh my god, is that Jason?
Wait, is that what
I
actually?
didn't watch the full video because I got like, oh my god, that's not Jason Todd. What did you do to his face?
Wait, oh wow, that's Jason, and that's supposed to be Dick. Huh.
Okay, my excitement is actually dying.
What? Sorry.
My excitement is dying.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
This
look at
looks like a
dude! Look at the dislikes. Holy shit! Holy shit! I didn't think it would get dislike that bad. Holy shit!
Let's read like the first like maybe 12 comments.
The real question is what happens to the goons falling off buildings? Do they unalive or get saved by last second zip to the wall? The acrobatic combo system has a major problem. Excess foot sliding and jarring transitions. Oh, okay. If you look at 912, starts Nightwing sliding forward 5 feet before jumping into his moon kick. Okay. There's a very detailed like, oh my god. Okay,
Okay, we didn't come here for like a report.
Yeah. It does look nice, but like a lot of people have been saying, the combat looks really chunky and slow. It doesn't feel smooth when Nightwing fights, and it should feel like he's super fast and agile. Here, he's just kind of slow and rough moving.
Yep.
I don't think the problem is Nightwing or Red Hood looking slow or chunky. I just think little action enemies. It's how little action enemies take. They also look like very spread out. Hopefully, a higher difficulty fixes it.
I'm not complaining. Nice to get a
The Mystic Leap thing is a little weird, to be honest. Could have used a little different take, like from the comics, with his knife arm glider or jetpack, or rocket boots if they want to stick to with jumping. Or maybe,
See?
yeah. I think they just didn't want to animate the rockets or something like that. Maybe that's what the what it was. So they're just like, oh, all right, let's just put a mystic circle as he's running. All right, let's call it a day. You know, maybe that's what it is. Or maybe utilize the outlaws like they are with Tim in the Watchtower, and let Hood use the infinite door thing. We got the actual name from Bizarro when he was smart, allowing him to open a door to anywhere teleporting. Or they could do a zip line sort of thing between roofs and for Hood or Nightwing from their grapple. Yeah, so it just basically talks about like how it's just weird. It also might be a nitpick from the angle, or might be a nitpick, or the angles from these few seconds made it look worse than it was. I think his character model was out of the costume for a bit. Okay, this sentence is weird. I think his character model when he was out of costume was a bit too big, to be honest. Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. Okay. I know he's supposed to have the biggest frame of all the Robins, but it just seems like a bit much. Kind of looks like a tank goon. Maybe it was the clothes or the haircut, actually. I don't know, it just felt a little off. Maybe it's just something I need to warm up to. Overall, decent looking though. For in progress gameplay, I can't wait to see more of the game as they improve it. Right, okay. It's pretty jank looking, but I do appreciate the characters actually seem pretty distinct gameplay wise. Not a fan of the loot stuff though. Combat looks on the slower side. I'm not a fan of how the UI looks. It looks like something out of a mobile game. I think the game has a good foundation, but it needs polish. On the bright side, the story content with the Court of Owls and the new enemy type seems to have the potential to be very entertaining. This guy's excited for the game. Or this.
He's excited, but
okay, hold on, see. I know a lot of people aren't liking it because it's too magic-y. Yeah, see, that's just because, you know, the mystic jumping and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, Jason was brought back to life by a magical pit in Switzerland, and Tim can literally boom tube using satellites, so I don't know. In the context of this game universe, it doesn't seem like that far-fetched to me. Okay?
Yeah, so apparently this person really doesn't have, like, more... Like, they're right? Like, okay, let's just say this is a universe where you getting into the Lazarus Pit, you get magic powers, but if there's no, like, really, like, saying in the game wise, like, why he's able to jump like this, then it's just dumb.
Like, if there's a story behind it, then okay, sure, but I don't know, even still, it does seem weird. People are commenting.
Looks fucking weird.
Yeah, was not expecting that Red Hood jump.
Yeah.
I agree and disagree with everyone on Red Hood traversal. I mean, the man was brought back to life by a magical pit. On the other side of that argument, I think the rocket boots would have been a nice fit for Red Hood, throwing a bit of Batman Beyond gadgets in there. To me, it's totally fine to add that magic touch to him, though. I like when creatives change up material. Look at Sean Murphy's White Knight series, for example. That's the best Batman story we have had in ages, and it is totally different. My opinion, of course. Yeah.
And yeah, there's this, like, right here, this what's it called, mission is them just guarding, like, waves of
yeah
monsters, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, you're fighting mobs.
Yeah, why are we protecting this one thing?
Yeah. Oh, look at the loot you're picking up.
Get in, get out, and call it a day.
You must be in bad shape. Better hurry.
I don't know. It's oof.
It does look stiff. I think I can see that, especially with even just Jason, or excuse me, Red Hood alone. Let me look at what this guy was saying about the acrobatic stuff. Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. He starts sliding forward like he's. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, the way like it like tracks and stuff like that's a little weird. Yeah, I can kind of see where he's coming from. Cause like if you look at him jumping, he just kind of just slides forward like it's just weird. Hold on, let's go back.
Here we see Nightwing's elemental shockwave ability.
Where is it? It's like 912, right? It's almost coming up.
Cryostatus freezes an enemy, taking them out of the fight.
Ooh!
Magnetic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on this game. Like, I want to see the reviews and stuff like that for this game.
We're gonna red box this.
Sure. Yeah, if Redbox even wants to have this game in their catalog.
Red box is like, yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of dislikes though. It's 6.6k likes to 7.2k dislikes. That's a lot, man. And of course, so obviously it's more dislikes in this ratio. All right, and this is the story stuff. Let me see. Walk navigation stiff. Let me see. Let's go from here. Oh, this is Jason. This is Jason Todd. I guess he was just pointing out that like the takedown animation was lame. And then we were looking at this again with the hook shot. Okay. Nightwalk or Nightwing walking. Oh, this part. Okay.
This next sequence is from early in the game, as we're just
Navigation, translation, or transition.
Belfry, got anything court related?
Court of Owls, a secret society as old as Gotham itself, run the city behind closed doors.
What is
It's Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean that's fine. It's a gadget, so it's whatever, right? But the mystic jumping thing is throwing me off quite a bit. 3-point stance.
I hear you. Fingers crossed we'll learn more at the Powers Club.
It's time for Nightwing to sneak into
An unsatisfying end. Let's just see what it is. Oh, this part. Okay. Yeah. It just seems like, yeah, it's leaning more towards the Marvel Avengers thing overall to me, especially with the loot, like the armor and the equipment, stuff like that. It's got stats in there, so you kind of imagine like where they're going with that, so.
the workbench is where we go to upgrade our equipment, making sure.
Yeah, look at that. Materials, right? Like, oh my god. Tell me that's not gonna be that kind of game, right? So it goes by real fast with the. There you go. Like, look at this. Look at all those materials that you need for your stuff. Yeah. Overall, I'm gonna be cautious about it. What about you?
Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, right? Your excitement was dying and shit like that, so.
It seems like it's dying for a lot of other people.
Right, yeah, no, I mean, and the like to dislike ratio is pretty clear, right, in this one. overall, I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't seem good right now. Yeah, even like in the Twitter comments, someone says, "I hate to say it, but it looks like you guys fucked up, downgraded graphics, and what happened to the combat we were shown with Batgirl and Robin? Please don't let this be another Marvel's Avengers."
It's almost like they're gonna about to say, "We're not gonna be like Marvel's Avengers, lane release, game releases. We're just like more Avengers."
They're the same picture. It's like the Pam meme from The Office. They're the same picture.
It's like they're the same thing. It's like, no, they're not.
Yeah. I mean, Batgirl looks kind of cool. But let me see. Hold on. Batgirl ran off the side of the truck and jumped off and hit somebody. Let me see. Where's the truck? Oops, let me mute that just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give him credit for the team takedowns. That's kind of cool. But other than that, like, I'm just worried about how grindy it potentially is going to be. You know, the things you're gonna have to do to progress through the game, you know? That's what I'm definitely worried about for sure. Like, yeah, the mystic jumping is weird, like I said, I've been saying. But yeah, my other worry is the whole armor and like all the equipment you're gonna have to craft for your characters. And you know, even though there's there's 4 characters, right? But there's only gonna be 2-player online co-op. That's another thing too. It's like, what the hell? How do you not try to have 4-player co-op for a game that has 4 characters in there, right? So yeah, I don't think we'll see the truck here, but either way, it's definitely giving me some like Marvel Avengers vibes. So definitely not immediate buy. I'll definitely take it, keep an eye out for it, but yeah, I kind of feel that it's gonna go for that route. I do hope not, but I think it's gonna happen. Oh shit. there's some Batman spoilers, I guess, depending on where you're at. But anyway, that's pretty much it. What we got? What was this one? This extra one. Oh yeah, so this is the confirmation of the two-player online thing. Yeah, so despite much speculation, Gotham Knights will support only 2 players online. So that sucks. So anyway, let's move on to some exciting stuff. Some break news for Monster Hunter. There was a trailer, and it shows off more monsters. So
I sleep.
Well, let's see. You know what's funny is that I actually bought Monster Hunter on PC, Monster Hunter Rise on PC, because I forgot there was a thing called PC mods, and that could have definitely helped me catch up to get through the game and then be ready for Sunbreak whenever that comes out. It's like end of June, right? So, oops. Sunbreak, Monster Hunter. What's the newest trailer? I think this is it. Yeah, there you go. So, just want to see like what monsters are new or what monsters are old. So, So obviously Rathalos, but there's like some other stuff. Let's see. You see that one? I think pretty much the game plan for me from this point on, when it comes to Monster Hunter, is that I'm just gonna wait for the PC port. I'm just gonna wait for the PC version, because that's going to guarantee to be running on, you know, smooth 60 frames per second at this point. I thought there was a new monster in here, or new-ish to me anyway. That's not new, is it? Or at least for Monster Hunter in general. Okay, okay. But it's new here. Like,
old.
That's an old monster. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Though it's like, oh, he's back.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's just for me, because it's like, you're back.
Okay, that one we've seen before. Switch skill swap. Oh, you can like switch out your skills? That's kind of cool. Like on the field. That's neat. Yeah, I think the game plan from this point on for Monster Hunter, like I said, I'm just gonna go with PC. That way I'm not like double dipping on, you know, the games and stuff like that. And I got it during the sale, so I got like half off on Monster Hunter Rise for PC. So it wasn't too bad of a purchase. Oh, okay. I thought there was gonna be something new in here, but okay.
We all thought.
I'm sorry?
We all thought there was something new in there.
Yeah, I mean they showed off like you said, like the old school monsters, and then there's just like reiterations of the monsters we already have in the game, like recolors and stuff like that. Just they have different effects. But I think that's about it. Oh yeah, there was Indie World, but I didn't hear too much about it. Let's see. Well, that's about it. There's like, there was a new trailer for, I guess. But anyway.
The one thing you don't ever want to hear work say.
Oh.
Would you like to come in?
Oh
and
yeah.
close. It's like, bitch.
Yeah, this is my day off. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Always fun, right? Anyway, so this is the Mario Strikers art, the new one. So you know, it's what we all know and love about Mario Strikers art. I do like the new like improvements, or not improvements, but like the new stuff that they like kind of added in there, including like the orange background and stuff like that. Kind of cool. And then there's new stuff for Peach. And we got Rosalina so far. And then take a look at Waluigi. Look at that. Pretty cool. I like the helmet and stuff.
Wah.
And then there's Wario. He has a scouter. Like, damn, man. That's kind of cool. I like it. Now, we have not seen Daisy, which a lot of people have been complaining about. I am Daisy.
Where's my dad?
He's in there. He's in the game. In fact, I think we can. I think we should just look at the trailer that came out a few days ago. Yeah, that just came out a few days ago. Nintendo. Oh yeah, they added or they're going to add Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards for Nintendo Switch Online, which is kind of cool. That's a game I kind of played back in the day. Good memories. This one. There we go. There he is.
Daddy.
Is to rule the field. Introducing the latest sport taking the Mushroom Kingdom by storm. Strike. Mario Strikers
It looks fun, but again,
Strike is like soccer. If soccer had
how's
an
the
electric
online?
fence, no
Yeah,
rules, and
I do want to check it out.
5v5 battles.
Oh yeah! Like literally, it's the only game I'm actually looking forward to because there's nothing else coming out in this first half.
You can tackle, thrash, and even stop your
Or the rest. Oh my god! You see that? Just fucking Mario just checks his brother, drop kicks him to the wall. Boosh!
On your left.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Yep.
The controls are simple, so get a team together and let the games begin.
Damn, Waluigi just did a fucking
Some battle-tested
like capoeira shit.
strategies.
You see that? Hold on.
First, here are some battle-tested
Hold on, sorry.
The controls are simple, so get a team together and let the
Boosh! Damn.
But first,
This game is
here are
brutal.
Actually, that looked more of a
strategies.
kick.
Yeah, bird kick. Yeah, spinning bird kick. Yeah.
Tackles together, scores together.
Oh wow, you can do team tackles.
Push a teammate
You
for
have
a
to push
team
them.
tackle.
Yeah.
Get over there.
Extra ground for
Oh, it kind of like sacrifices them though. Oh no, never mind. No, never mind. It actually lets them grab the ball. Kind of cool.
hands on and push your team to
Get your ass over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how he like drop kicks them. Yeah, look at that.
Another strat for star strikers is the Hyper Strike. First, get your
I like how the
blast
animation
strike or when it
changes when
appears on
they're
the
doing
pitch.
their.
Is it gonna be like that? Let's see. Hold on.
Opponents until you can charge it up and let her rip while
Oh
your
wow, it
opponents
is.
are
Dang, that's actually pretty cool.
Each character's Hyper Strike has a different flourish and can score 2 points by showing that net who's in
Oh
charge.
my god, that's gonna be like really stupid.
Everyone's gonna have a peach.
Pull off Hyper Strikes and work together with your team to win. You'll have 10 total players on the field, with each character having their own signature striker style. Need a jack of all trades? Mario's your man.
Of course.
Punish with power? Bowser's the bomb.
Of
Need
course.
to score and shove with speed? That's Peach's prowess.
I'm
The
happy
rules may
though,
be
because again, we've been waiting for like another striker game to show up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
but protection is paramount.
Oh, look at the gear.
Some stat-changing gear can be equipped on characters' heads.
Now, I don't think this is going to be like Marvel's Avengers, but we'll see. We'll see.
Dribbling.
I think it's more on like
Resist tackles. Or
whatchamacallit?
offer shooting power for more scoring
Splatoon.
potential.
You know, like how your guys' gear.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just on
yeah,
the-
yeah, yeah.
And
Oh.
gear to create your super
There's like a
stars.
And then
loadout
if
and
you-
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to use gear, you just don't use gear.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, they just put on the no gear rule or
Eight
something.
Players can shoot their shot on the same system, even using a single Joy-Con controller per player.
Wow.
You and another brave contender can get together on the same system and show your striker synergy.
Oh, same
online.
system, okay.
Show no mercy when playing against friends, family, or rivals near and far. Friendship can be forged amidst the flames of strike, like in the online-only Strikers Club mode, where your own club competes against others for rankings and promotions. Up to 20 strikers can join a club.
So we have a guild. That's kind of funny.
Create your own club or join an existing one. In Strikers Club, you and your fearsome friends play matches to accumulate points each season. These points determine your club's ranking, so keep an eye on them.
Wait, so can we play with our club members?
These matches can be played alongside others in your club, or you can strike solo for points. Your ranking at the end of each
Play
season
matches
determines
co-op.
which
Okay, maybe,
division you'll
yeah.
compete
That's what it
in
sounds
during
like.
the Next season. Compete ruthlessly to earn points, get promoted, and become the top club. You can also get demoted, so the stakes are high. Club owners also get to manage members and customize uniforms. Best of all, as club owner, you can give some flair to your lair by customizing a
Whoa.
club stadium with different goals and field designs. 2 club stadiums will smash together in Strikers Club matches to form a stadium full of flair. Get gritty with Mario and friends in Strike, where anything goes. Mario Strikers Battle League. Available
I like Toad's
only on the Nintendo
animation
Switch system. Digital
with the
pre-orders
headbutt.
are available now on Nintendo eShop and Nintendo.com.
It looks like so far, yeah, there's no Daisy. I think they're gonna add Daisy in the DLC or update or something. Because if you look at the starting roster, it doesn't have Daisy in there. Let's see. Where's the characters section? Oh, there you go. Yeah. See, if you look at the roster right here, no Daisy. We got Rosalina. I'll pick Rosalina. But yeah, looks great. I mean, looks cool. I would like to pick it up and have some fun with it. You know, there's no like story or anything, I guess. So it's just like a video game video game. So I'm excited for it. So yeah, Mario Strikers Battle League. I think it's when is it coming out again? Let me see. eShop June 10. June 10 is coming out. It's so about a month, more or less a month. You got like 28 days ish. So I'm prepared for it. But otherwise, yeah, June is pretty much I think it's DNF Duel, and then there's I know there's some break for sure for Monster Hunter, and then there's Mario Strikers. So yeah. I'll probably get.
I want to play it.
What's up?
I'll play it.
For Mario Strikers, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully we
I'm
can.
just gonna make sure my SD to my Switch has enough room.
I know my SD has room for sure. I think in fact the internal memory still has room for it. So I'm pretty good. So what was my docket? I think we lost the docket for a second there. Well, anyway, that's that. I think this is also, let me see, more artwork, but let's see. Oh yeah, so this is like a progression sort of thing. So this is the early one. I think this is the first Mario Strikers. This is Charged. And now this is Battle League, so I like it. It's still like the same art style, but it's got some like differences and stuff like that. I mean, if you look at my art style, it kind of looks familiar or very similar with that. Because I really do like it. I like this sort of art style. Minus the like all these lines in between, but I like the lines outside, so that's what I do. Otherwise, it's like pretty simple cell shading when it comes to shadows and stuff like that. But maybe I'll pick up on the lines like inside, make it more like Mario Strikers. It kind of also kind of like is familiar with like Street Fighter 4, like that art style too, like the ink splat and stuff like that, which was like very popular during that time. But yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, so that's Mario Strikers Battle League. I'm pretty excited for it. Oh yeah, so remember there was that collaboration with COD and Godzilla and Kong? Well, we get to see what they're doing with it, finally. So we kind of see the costumes and skins, the operators. It looks goofy, but somewhere inside me, I kind of like it. Like, it's just kind of like weird, but it's just funny in a cool way-ish. There's Godzilla in the background. That's pretty funny. But yeah. and it begins May 11th. So it already has it already has begun. So as we speak. Any comment on that one? Oops. Oh, whatever.
I'm not gonna. This is still not gonna make me go like, "Ooh, I want to buy it."
Yeah. Of course.
I kind of like I'm on like how Matt McMuscles is right now. Is like, you will not have me downloading this game just for this. It's like, okay, Matt, let's see how long you last. I'm lasting okay.
Right. I mean, hey, if I was playing Warzone, I would have tried to go for it, but I'm not playing Warzone. But there's more screenshots and stuff like that, so hold on. So this is the Kong costume, I guess. That's what it looks like, sort of. And then there's the Godzilla costume, as we kind of saw with the video. I actually kind of like the Godzilla costume more because I like the hood. Kind of funny. The idea of just Godzilla as a military costume is like really hilarious. And then there's more of the screenshots here. Yeah, you see Godzilla in the background like that. There's Kong.
Oh.
Godzilla. So yeah, for the most part, they're kind of just there in the background. I don't think they're kill streaks. I think they're probably just like hazards, if anything, like stage hazards. Like you would see in like Smash, you know? That's probably like the closest thing or closest comparison I would make. But I don't play the game, so I'm not gonna make more assumptions beyond that. Yeah. But yeah, you know, that's just how it works. They're costume pieces. For the most part, I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah. So, any other comments? For the Godzilla stuff.
That's how I am right now.
Alright, so speaking of BRs, we do have some stuff to talk about for Apex Legends. As the new event just came out. So here are the new costumes and all the pieces you get for the Battle Pass. So this is kind of controversial right here because a lot of people made the comparison of the heirloom skin that Bloodhound has, which you pretty much have to pay for the most part, unless you get really lucky. Versus this which is something you just pay like what, $10 and then just play the game, reach to that level. I think this is like level 57-ish. But yeah, no less, if you do just play the game, you get this costume. So a lot of people have been saying like, damn, this costume just looks cool, or if not better than the heirloom skin, which you have to pay hundreds of dollars for, pretty much. Again, unless you get lucky. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think as someone who has the heirloom skin and such?
Was it worth it? No. Am I done with it? No. So I think they really didn't know how to help with the XP or the point scaling system yet. So with I believe Bangalore's the next one that's supposed to get it, right? Something like that.
Oh, the heirloom skin.
I ain't fucking doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have that. Unless like they finally put in like double point system or whatnot, like a passive while you're wearing the skin. Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Nope. Still kind of irritated that let's say you already had damage points beforehand, it doesn't transfer over. You know?
Wait.
Half of it.
What do you mean? Oh, wait. What do you mean doesn't translate?
So let's say you've been playing Bloodhound or Bangalore.
Oh,
months.
I see what you're saying. So as soon as you get the skin, that's where it starts, right? Is that what you're saying? Is that it is not, it's not like accumulative from like your past performances with these. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's why I don't like it.
Right. So it's not rewarding you for sticking with those characters for a long time, essentially, is what you're kind of pointing to, yeah?
It's like, it's like, here you guys go. You gotta go. It's pretty much you're starting at step one. It's
Right.
like,
Right. I see what you're saying. I mean, I guess it's pretty much them saying like, oh, yeah, one more reason to play Apex Legends to work on this skin or something like that. Like, because you know these games are all about player engagement. They want the player numbers to stay up high, so they want more reasons for players, you know, to stick with this sort of thing, right? I mean, not this. I mean, well, the battle pass, yes, that's another reason to play the game right now. But for Bloodhound's heirloom skin, I think they purposely did that because they want more players to have one more reason to play the game, to work on the game for a very long time. So that, you know, for the sake of player engagement. So, yeah, I mean, rewarding the players for playing this game for a long time, that's nice. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. But, you know, that's just how I see it, you know, kind of playing devil's advocate here. Like, do I agree with it? I mean, not necessarily. I think it sucks, but that's just how I see it. As to why they went with that. Like, yeah, it sucks that you have to like work on it all over again in a way. It's like, what? Then, you know, I'm not rewarded for being a long-time player, you know, that sort of thing. And, you know, of course, for the new players, gotta put in your hours, because that's how it is. You know, if you haven't played the game for a long time, yeah, you know, not only have you missed out on these battle passes like me, but now you have to work on this heirloom skin, you know, to get all the stuff, to catch up and stuff like that. But they went with a little more of that egregious route where they want everyone to start over, kind of, in order to get the skin, or in order to evolve the skin, essentially. So kind of scummy, but I get why, and that's to keep the player numbers engagement like high ish. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how it is. So with these BR games, especially with like free to play games, they all are all about player engagement. They want players to have they want to give players reasons to keep playing the game, because it's all about the numbers. Sometimes, you know, some games don't do a good job doing that. Like, personally for me, Genshin Impact, because, well, I mean, it's not even pertaining to the delay, like I've kind of mentioned before, but they don't really do much with the content, especially as of now. Like, with all the this many characters in the game at this point, it's like, why aren't they updating the resin system? Why aren't they just updating the rewards? You know what I mean? There's more characters. That means we have more stuff to grind for. But I think they are doing it on purpose because, well, like the Bloodhound skin, it gives players, I guess, a reason to keep playing the game, so that they keep grinding for their characters to level up to be the character that they want to be. You know what I mean? So they can perform, I guess, adequately in the end game part of things. Well, quote unquote end game, which is like Spiral Abyss, which again, it's supposed to be like the hardest challenge in the entire game, and that's where it really tests how powerful your characters are. But getting there takes a long time because you know, it looks like they're purposely leaving out rewards so that you just keep grinding and grinding and grinding to keep their player numbers up. But yeah, I think it's definitely not doing a good job, in my opinion. Of course, I would like to have better rewards and stuff like that. Kind of like with you. I mean, with your Bloodhound skin, like, they should offer double points, you know, or, you know, for at least players who have been playing the game since like this many seasons or something like that, right? Like, I think that should at least be a thing. Yeah. And then all the new players don't have the rights or whatever to get the double points because they came in late. You know, that's just how it's supposed to go. I don't know. I mean, they could have done the former, where they reward the old players, the veteran players, all that accumulated damage to the heirloom skin. Maybe they'll update. I don't know. Maybe they'll come around and update that sort of stuff. But I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. But point being, I think they did that on purpose because of player number engagement. So yeah. Anyway, that's just this is one part of the battle pass. There's another one right here with the other legendary skin featuring Fuse as like a futuristic knight thing. I mean, I like it. It's goofy. It's kind of dumb looking. You know, I'm all for it. Now my question is, why does this artwork with the the trackers have Fuse with a full beard, but here he doesn't have a full beard? Like, well, that's so weird. I want that with the full beard. Like, what the hell?
It's what's it called?
Like an artist error.
What do they always? Yeah, it's like a error.
Yeah,
like they what's the word? They overlooked it.
yeah, it's like a mistake or something. It's so weird. Like, I just noticed that now. Like, why does this artwork look so much cooler than this one? Look, like the armor's a little different too. If you look at the shoulder pad, like the way the armor looks, it looks more beefy. The scarf is like more, you know, there's more to it. The leg, the shin guards look more flared out. Look at the cod piece. You can look at that closely. Let me see. Oh, there you go. If you look at the cod piece, it looks.
Why are you looking at the cod piece?
Hey man, come on. Look at that cod piece. Like, come on, man.
No. I respect both women and men.
Oh, okay. But anyway.
No, look. It's like I respect women and men. Me staring up at my.
I know your War Greymon.
It's like
statue just staring.
Technically, it's not human, so.
But it is male.
Shut up. Like, shut the fuck up.
And now, if you said it's not human and it doesn't have a gender, then it's like, okay, you got me there. But it's male, so.
Okay, then like Pathfinder.
Well, he's kind of male because I think he was originally human, right? I thought.
No, that's Revenant.
But why? Well, then why is he talking about being like a waiter and stuff like that? He's like, when I was a waiter. Oh, but was he a robot from the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a robot from the beginning. Okay.
He was probably programmed as a waiter because his what are they called? His models are like everyday use.
Yeah.
For construction, waitering, house, you know.
Yeah, house chores and all that stuff. House like servants. Yeah.
But
okay.
You know what? Fine. I'll, for the sake of you, because you wanted me to look at Fuse's copies, and I refuse. I'll look at Pathfinder. There we go. I just looked at it. I see nothing.
I mean, well, doesn't he have like a masculine programming anyway? So he pretty much identifies as a male, right? So technically, he's a male. But anyway, so this skin for Maggie turns out to be just a purple, so it's not like it's not a legendary skin. So okay, I'll give it a pass. But in the screenshot, it looked really weird. But now that there's a clearer picture, okay, all right, I kind of see where they're going with it. It's supposed to be like a lava kind of dragon-esque reptilian sort of skin for Maggie. Okay, I'll probably just buy it off right away because I do kind of like it. I don't have any skins for Maggie, so I'll probably pick it up just with my my coins and stuff like that. There's Newcastle with his purple skin. I actually did play some Newcastle, and I think he's actually pretty fun. Like, you kind of saw me with the footage on Twitter. Yeah. I like his mobile shield thing. His ult is kind of like kind of useless in a way. Ish. I think it's pretty situational. I think it really depends on where you are and stuff like that, what situations you're in. Like, if you're not getting third party, then it's okay, because obviously you're not. It's not covering your back. But I think you can. turn the shield around, right? So I think that's what we can do with it. But you know, with this big ult, whatever, his big shield. I like his revive. It's hilarious. You're just like dragging the motherfucker. Like, you're like, come here. You're coming over here as you're reviving him. It's pretty funny. I don't know. There's something about dragging your rando's ass into like away from the doorway, and you're reviving them. It's kind of funny. Yeah, but I like Newcastle. He's kind of funny. I like the style of it. Yeah. He's a nice addition to the game. I noticed that now the roster is like there's like one empty slot up on the corner, and then there's like 3 empty slots like in the bottom left corner. I'm like, oh, okay. They're gonna put the new characters over there, and then supposedly they're gonna try to add like more support characters down the line instead of like offensive characters, because I think right now it's very offensive heavy from what it looks like. Which I can kind of see, yeah. Although some characters kind of act like scouts, or some characters act like scouts, but they're labeled as offensive characters for some reason. I don't know. And then for Pathfinder, excuse me, I feel like he's not really a scout character. Like what does he do to actually scout? You know what I mean? Besides just what do you call the long hook shot, right? You can like go forward you can like travel forward towards something, and then you kind of like can see up ahead or something like that. But I don't see like scout like qualities that he has. I don't know. He's more offensive to me because his mobility is like good because the hook shot and whatever. Yeah. I guess the only scout thing that he can do is use the what do you call those? The radio thing, or the one that it's the thing that you can find out where the next ring is. I forget what it's called. It's like the radar thing, and then you can
the radars, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the radars. You can like interact with it, and then he gets his ult back instantly. I guess that's the only scout like thing he can do. But other than that, he doesn't like detect any people. It doesn't help like beep anyone or like that. Like, he's more of an offensive character than anything. I don't know why he's labeled as a scout character, other than the fact that he can interact with the radar. Okay. Like any other scout character can. Like a Valkyrie, I can see Valkyrie as a scout character because when you do her ult, it's like an advanced UAV. It picks up on the enemy's locations. You can definitely clearly see where they're coming from or whatever when she's ulting. And then when you when you drop from the dropship, you can see where they're flying from. You know, that's very scout-like qualities. But with Pathfinder, what the fuck does he do as a scout? Anyway, enough of that rant.
Scouting for them booties.
Yeah. That's it on that part. I wanted to go over the patch notes though that they released for what do you call? Yeah, for season 13 or whatever. God damn it. Hold on. Gotta manage them cookies.
But why though?
God damn it. There we go. That was easy. Anyway, so they show up Newcastle, right? I feel like he's gonna be okay. I don't think he's gonna be like overpowered or anything like that. I don't think he has anything like he doesn't need any help right away. The only thing I feel is that maybe his mobile shield could be a little faster when you like transfer it. Like I think it moves a little too slow. Like otherwise when you run, you're like way up ahead of it. I don't know. I think it's a little too slow in my opinion. I think that's the only complaint about it. Okay, so they changed that map, which yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of fun. I kind of like the what do you call it? The Spectre box or whatever, like the PvE stuff where you do your you like kill all the robots inside, and then you get reward. You get like a loot, and then there's like a big launch pad, and you shoot you out. I liked it. I messed around with that one. Although there was some motherfucker trying to take my loot box, I'm like, bitch, get off my loot box. It literally has my name on it. Like, get the fuck off of it. So I kind of wish there's like some sort of lock on it where only you can pick it up. Otherwise, there should be like a button where you can unlock the loot, unlock the rest of the loot, what you don't want, and it'd be like, hey, you can have the rest of my loot. It's not locked anymore. But otherwise, I'm like opening up my box. It says my name on it. You know, when you beat the specters and whatever. And so this bitch is like right there, like trying to check my shit. I'm like, bro, this is my shit. Like, I need this shit too. Like, what the fuck? Get off of me, motherfucker. So, I hope they kind of work on that, but I don't know. Anyway, there's the map rotation thing, rank reloaded, and then balance updates. Okay, so fortified heroes are no longer have reduced headshot damage because I think they buffed up the helmets this time around. Like the blue helmets and the purple helmets have more headshot reduction, which means the sniper rifles are kind of nerfed in a way. Let's see though. Oh yeah, so the flatline and longbow are back on standard rotation, which is kind of stupid because the flatline is still really good. They haven't like done any nerfs to it. It's still really good because, yeah. Otherwise, why would you pick up this? What do you call? Why would you pick up a 30-30 repeater when you can pick up the flatline? Like, it's so much more powerful and more valuable. And then you can pick up the triple take because that's the better marksman weapon anyway, in my opinion. So they're back on the floor. Even the longbow is back. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. You're literally making me pick the longbow over the sentinel. It's like kind of brain dead in comparison to the sentinel. And then now they rotated the rampage and the R301 into the crafter. Of course, we've discussed that before. And they didn't do anything to those weapons. Like, they're just kind of like, they're the same. So why would I waste my materials on a rampage when I already have the flatline out in the field for free? You know, it's like, what are they doing? Like, did they not buff the rampage when they're supposed to be crafting weapons? Did they not buff the R301 when that's also a crafting weapon? I mean, granted, it's a really solid weapon, but is it like that good? No, but it's like it's easy to use. It's like very straightforward, you know. It's a solid AR overall. Is it the most powerful AR? Not necessarily, but everyone picks it up because it's easy to use. But that's in the crafter now. Gold weapons is the EVA 8, the bow, or is it the bow check? I don't know if they call it the bow here. Flatline, P2020, and the Spitfire. Oh yeah, also the Spitfire is back into the ground rotation. That's kind of weird. Yeah, and like I said, the blue helmets and purple helmets are buffed. They have higher reduced damage. So the blue helmets can reduce up to 50% of headshot damage, and then the purple helmets can reduce up to 65% of headshot damage. And then for the Kraber, they reduced it to 2 times headshot multiplier for some reason. I guess they just didn't want to make it as crazy. And then the damage, they reduced that from 145 to 140 for some reason. Even though it's a late care package weapon. Like, why nerf it? I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with it. What about you?
To me, it's just Respawn doing it again. Like, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, know what they're doing. Yeah, they literally let the best heavy assault rifle onto the field again. So it's like, why would I waste my money on the Rampage? Not to mention,
I mean,
oh, go ahead.
Well, when you read more, the Spitty did get some like slaps. Like, Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, because they nerfed the LMGs overall. Yeah. So I was about to say the Rampage got nerfed. So, and they put that in the crafting station. It's like, why? Yeah, why bother then? So because they increase the reloading time, they increase the handling time. So that means you swap out your weapon slower to the Rampage because of the LMG. And for the L-Star, they reduced the headshot multiplier. They reduced the headshot distance. Overheat cool-off time increased from 2.5 to 3.6 seconds, and it has slower handling times. Devotion, they nerfed out damage by 1. Reduced the headshot multiplier. They reduced the distance by this many distance. Increased the reloading time. Draw time is slower. Holster time is slower. Or no, actually. Holster time increased from... Wait, what? Is that the other way around? I don't know. And then the rate, okay. Raise time increased to 0.65 to 5.5. Okay. Lower time increased to 0.6 to 0.5. But they buffed the Havoc, I guess, a little bit. Improved recoil pattern. And I guess the dual shell is removed from the floor loot and crafting bundles. Okay. They buffed the Mozambique and Peacekeeper a little bit with the limb damage back to 1. Crate weapons, Spitfire is back into the floor, so yeah, ground rotation. And then the Mastiff is now the crate weapon, which I haven't tried out, but it's the Mastiff. Like, it doesn't have like electric rounds or anything like that. I don't think it really has anything special. And like you said, the Spitfire got nerfed, just like all the other LMGs. You kind of get an idea what was nerfed. Like all the handling stuff was increased. Reload time has been increased by a little bit. Headshot multiplier has been reduced. You know what's funny though? I did still do work with the Spitfire. Like I fucking knocked down some people with it. And then yeah, damage was reduced. The purple and gold magazine reduced to 50 rounds instead of 55. Okay. And there's the Mastiff stuff for the crate as a crate weapon. Increased fire rate. Increase in damage per pellet. Stockpile weapon is that. Although the shots or the ammo capacity is reduced from 6 to 4, but the blast pattern has been tightened, so I guess it's good. Oh wow, they actually reduced the shield cells and syringe spawn rates by 18%, or by about 18%. And then they improved Rampart for a little bit. Sheila spin up decreased from 1.75 to 1.25 seconds. Increased the deploy health on the amp cover, and then the deploy time has been reduced, so it'll like build up faster. And then I guess for Valkyrie, you can't spin when you're flying. Kind of funny. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of, like, arena stuff. I don't really care. Bug fixes. Not gonna go through that. Oh, there was a weird bug with Fuse where when you, ult and hit the, when you use your ult to hit, like, certain things, like the, I think, like drop ships and, like, cryptos, like, drone and, like, other stuff. It increases, like, the spread. So the circle gets way bigger. So that means all the people inside that circle will get marked. Like they'll get tracked and stuff like that. Which I saw on Twitter, which was really hilarious. Like it was like huge. But they took that away. So but yeah, that's about it. Any thoughts about all the Epic stuff so far? Have you played Newcastle at all or not yet?
Nope.
Yeah.
Still finding that one day to go back and play.
Yeah. When what Control comes out again, and then you try to work on your.
Oh no, it's more because I have a FF14 is like.
Oh right, keeping you occupied.
Yeah, it's like I want to play other games, and 14's like no.
Oh yeah, you wanna craft that perfect was it armor piece or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. They do that with the same thing with mobile games, man. I swear. But hey, at least with mobile games, I can just put it on auto and just leave it alone. I can do something else. But can't do that with MMOs. you gotta play.
Nope.
Gotta play, man. But yeah, anyway, that's a big gist of the patch notes. And then there was a trailer for it. Take a look at it.
Today's victory is already written.
When a great threat emerges,
Yeah.
must rise. What does it take to be a hero?
Hi, friends.
Honor, bravery,
Hi,
resolve,
friends. I'm fucking you up.
You should be careful.
and the Savior's Battle Pass.
Oh wow, Avengers.
Yeah.
Civil War.
Valiant, fearless,
Civil War.
and well-mannered. Use
Civil
Pete's
War.
spot to
There's a couple more people, that's it.
legendary Sir Fitzroy Skid.
Back on Salvos, they call me the Grenado Tornado.
Well, there's no one way to be a hero.
Tornado sounds like
Lion-hearted legend
Oh,
Newcastle.
Aldrich.
Yeah, I know, right? Like a mixed string.
like you could tell there's
Running to the rescue.
Captain Morgan and other rums in there.
Yeah.
And let no one fall.
fireball.
in his epic
Oh,
firewall
God.
outfit.
Real heroes, get back up.
On the other hand, if you can't
There's the
beat
skin.
'em, join them. Embrace your inner dragon as Pharaoh's future bloodhound and torch some knights with the Winter Soul
I mean,
Spitfire.
I do like the skin for the most part for Bloodhound.
Whether you choose to champion the weak
I am
or
the better
feast on
armor
them,
than
you'll
my
want to get
legendary.
The heirloom.
Savior's Battle Pass.
Get behind me and you're untouchable, Slick.
Yep. That's the trailer for the new season. Already out, and you know, it's Apex Legends, so. But again, I do like Newcastle. Pretty fun. Not anything like overpowered and things like that. So I don't expect any like immediate fixes. And then there's a skin for the car SMG. Kind of nice. Straight from the battle pass. Along with let me see. I think these are other skins too. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think these two are purple skins. And then the one on the two on top is the same gun, and that's definitely a gold skin.
Yep, that's my face, Squidward.
Oh yeah. Cross progression. I kind of agree. I think there should be cross progression. I mean, if it is possible, if it works, that is, because the way I think EA Play works is kind of finicky, which is why I hate EA Play. I had trouble trying to do some fixes and stuff like that. Oh my god, I just went out going back to square one and just left it alone. Because I was trying to like link that to my Amazon account, but it's gonna like fuck up everything. So, no, no thanks. There was someone who pointed out what that skin is similar to. Let me see. It looks like they took it out, but I don't know. It kind of looks like one of those skins from Valorant, a dragon skin. I don't know if anyone remembers that skin, the infamous skin that costs like what, over $100 or almost $200, and you have to like unlock tiers of that skin. Almost kind of like Bloodhound's heirloom skin, but you can like play for it, so you don't have to like pay for it. But yeah, anyway, I guess not. I guess Not in here. I thought it was. Anywho, I think that's all for that one. For Apex Legends. So, lastly, we do have one thing for the movies news, and that is that they when it comes to Guardians 3, they wrapped up filming, and Batista says hashtag goodbye Drax after wrapping up filming on Guardians Volume 3, end of a journey that changed my life. That's a quote from I believe Dave Batista. So yeah. Now I guess it's a bit of a spoiler-esque, but I think it's already been he's already said it before. Like I think Guardians 2 was supposed to be his last time as Drax, along with some other people too with their roles. Yeah. Do you believe that this is going to be the last of the Guardians in general? Or there's going to be like a new batch of Guardians?
Hard to say, because again, we might see like more stuff later on from the Guardians, but probably in a new team makeup.
Yeah.
Because again, if 3 is riding on to what I believe we're finally underline that word, kids, finally.
Yeah.
Gonna see Nova.
Oh yeah.
So Nova might show up as not a okay, that sounds bad, replacement. As one of the new members of the Guardians.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I don't know, because Marvel opened the doors to the multiverse because of certain shows and whatnot.
Yeah,
we might see another Drax, like another variant of Drax.
Oh yeah. That definitely does make it convenient that way. It definitely does.
And it might not be Dave Bautista's Drax. It could be like a different Drax.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Yep. So this Drax, I mean, probably gonna die. I don't know. Or probably just gonna like go off somewhere, maybe. But I don't know. Maybe. Probably gonna be the saddest Guardians of the Galaxy or something. I don't know. We'll see. By the way,
okay. The MCU is doing what that whole meme from Gintama was talking about, like how certain shows go hand in hand with the manga, and then all of a sudden the manga goes forward.
Oh yeah.
So right now the MCU is doing like, we're gonna go this way because you guys are taking too long with the comics.
I mean, but there has been different members of the Guardians of the Galaxy sort of thing throughout. Okay. So it's not just Drax and Gamora and stuff like that, like Rocket Raccoon and Groot and okay. But that's the OG Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of.
The OG was with Yondu and
right.
Pretty much the members that we saw in 2 with Sylvester Stallone. Those were actually the OG.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then
still find it that Miley Cyrus was forget the character's voice, but she voiced one of the OG.
Oh, I see.
Sexy.
So wait, did Chris Pratt say that's his last time he plays as Peter Quill, or? Okay. So I guess it's not not confirmed just yet, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Chris Pratt doesn't want to play as Will or Star-Lord for much longer. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he's starting to have that sort of exhaustion with the character, right? The old he doesn't want to deal with the golden handcuffs anymore sort of thing. to so you can play like other movies. I mean, I think he already has done Jurassic Park, right? With third one. So I don't know. Maybe it's not that much of an issue, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it looks like yeah, because like you said, like the multiverse is open, right? So there's probably gonna be a refresh button hit on the Guardians. So probably gonna be different faces. Probably gonna see different faces with the Guardians. So yeah, we'll see how Guardians 3 will turn out. I'll look forward to it. Probably, likely not gonna see it in theaters, but it should be on Disney Plus soon after ish. So I'll check it out there. I'll should be able to see it one way or the other. So yeah, that is pretty much it on this episode. We had quite a bit to talk about. Yep. So that is pretty much it. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this episode of the Hypecast. Don't forget to follow us on either Twitter and stuff like that. All the information should be in the description, and also follow on YouTube as well, because that's where all the old episodes and stuff like that are all archived and stuff like that. And hopefully, yeah, we'll be back for more Hypecasts next week. There is one thing, I guess, to mention, which is the KOF news. The only thing KOF is happening is that Team Southtown is being showed off by Maximilian. He is streaming it as we speak, so by the time we do like another episode, maybe we'll talk about Team Southtown, how they play and stuff like that. I'll try to like take note of how Yamazaki plays, especially. So yeah, I do want to check out Yamazaki. I really do like him as a character. But yeah, anyway, until then, again, thank you guys very much, and until then, we'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe, take care, bye bye.
Alright, kids, time for spoilers of One Piece. So about that.